It's a rainy night in Georgia. I feel like it's raining all over the world. What in the world, boys? Boy, Big Low Country. For everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just old country boy, former football coach that loves to sit around and talk about sports. You, yes, you yourself could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us, and we definitely and greatly appreciate you for coming on. Look at here, Bo. If you're watching the show after we go live already, make sure you put a what in the world Bo in the comments. Also, make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. I would definitely and greatly appreciate it if you did. Welcome to Big Low Country Sports, where we love Atlanta Falcons football more than old people love church's chicken. If you have any old people in your family, you know where I'm coming from. Or KFC. You know, old folks do love KFC. For some reason, I don't get the whole KFC thing, but that's neither that. Well, that's here and there. But thank y'all so much for coming on and chopping it up with us. Got to show love to everybody that's showing love to us. John Brooks in here says, what up, Big Low? What in the world, Bo? He says, and I smashed that like button. See, that's what I'm talking about, Bo. Go ahead and get ahead of the curve. Hit that like button for us. Big love. Big John Higgins in here says, what up, Big Low Country? Says, what it do? Coach Roney. Shouts out to Coach Roney. And there, I ain't even lie to you, Bo. Coach Roney. Coach Roney kind of got old dog freezing in here tonight, Bo. I might have to go get a Snuggie or something. I'm about to freeze to death. Man, it's got to be Tua because MP9 won't be healthy. Winner is Tua by a knee. Dadgum, says this Big John Higgins. What's going on, Big John? Hope you're doing good, brother. Silk Legacy's in here. What in the world, Bo? What's going on, Still? I hope you've been working on your moves because I need a good background dance. I know you used to dance. So, I need a good background dance for my next video. Three daddies in here. That what in the world, Bo? Time to get down to Falcon business. That's right. Or in the words of a wise man, we were just texting a little bit earlier this week. Marcus Washington logo business. Shouts out to old Marcus Washington, man. All the Falcons content creators. George Texas boy says, "What it do, Big Low?" Falcons family. He says the new era is here. He's been saying that for a minute. Rise up, man. I love it, Bo. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights is in here. What's going on, man? Happy Friday. Look at here. I know it's something. It's something about coming on here on Fridays. After I've been fighting these battles all week because that's what it feels like. If you work in the insurance industry or work claims, you definitely know where I'm coming from. But you fighting these battles all week, and then you get a chance to come on here, chop it up with friends, family, coaching staff, loved ones. It's always a good thing. Yuri's in here. What's going on, Bo? Hope you're doing good. If I'm not mistaken, you're in Vegas right now, Yuri. It's hard to keep up with Yuri, man. What's going on, Bo? Mo Grizzly's in here. What in the world, Bo? ATL Cameo says shout out to Coach Bo for always being consistent. I appreciate you, Bo. Much love to you, fam. Thank you so much for coming on. Prince Kale's in here. Yes, yes. So, look, everybody come on in. You know, we're going to have a little coaches meet. We're going to talk about OTAs. Oh, man. I forgot I'm not supposed to drink like that out of here during the show. I pick on Coach Roney a lot of times about stuff that uh, doesn't feel as masculine. I'm supposed to drink it like this. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, but shouts out to everybody coming on and chopping it up with us, man. Much love. So good collaborative show. Y'all know how we do these coaches meetings. We all put our heads together. This isn't a group thinking session, right? Um, this is a a different getting different perspectives session every time we get together and have these coaches meetings. So tonight, we're going to get together. We're going to talk about OTAs, what we have been seeing, what we haven't been seeing, um, and moving forward. We're still gearing up, getting ready for the season. Training camp is right around the corner. I was just looking online to see if there were any type of training camp schedules. I hadn't seen anything yet, but training camp is right around the corner. So, we're definitely getting ready for that. And we're gonna get ready for the season coming up, Bo. Hopefully, This is going to be the season where we get ready to go to these playoffs, host a home playoff game in the Benz. The Benz 20 years old. Well, it's 10 years old. I mean, Georgia Dome was 20 whenever it got demolished. I think Uncle Steve was telling us that last time. The dome was built in 96 and they took it down in 16. So or 17. But anyway, the fact of the matter is that that's something that we got to consider. We need to see a playoff game in the Benz now. Yuri said he's gonna be in Vegas till tomorrow. Much love to you, Yuri. You live it up, Bo. You live it up. Also got Birdcage LLC, and here it says, "What in the world, Bo?" He says, "I see you getting folked right before folks get left, or get right before folks get left." Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I mean, look, it's one of those situations. So look at here, man. I mean, let's go ahead and kind of get to it and see what we got going on. So, of course, last week, whenever we got a chance to get sit down and talk about everything, um, the we were talking about the quarterback situation last week, and last week we of course we were talking about the quarterback situation, and we opened it up for people to come on the show, and per manic uh per manic usual, if the things went left like they always do. I think T Will got in trouble. I had to leave before I got in trouble, but I still need to check on T Will to see if he's sleeping on the couch. But we were talking about the quarterback situation. We were talking about whether or not it's Michael Penix or whether or not it's Tua. We were talking about how we got here. If Tua comes in and if he's the consistent quarterback that puts players in the right position to make plays, would it be one of them situations where they wouldn't put Tua back in? Then we also said, hey, I mean, one thing that we got to consider is Tua's ceiling, right? We know that Tua has the potential to do some really great things. We've seen flashes from him whenever he first came into the league. That Washington Commanders game, that was a big step. So I mean, those are the things that we were talking about. Now, as training camp has been, well, not training camp, but OTAs, as OTAs has been going on, I've been thinking, like, look, there's so much more to this Atlanta Falcons team than just the quarterback position. I know sometimes we kind of get caught up in it, and we really don't have a choice but to get caught up in it because, I mean, ever since 2021, we lost the great Matt Ryan, right? So moving forward, I just want to look at the starting lineup. And I tried to do this earlier, but we actually couldn't do it because they didn't have it updated after free agency. But I just want to look at the starting lineup with the coaching staff, see how y'all feel about it, and see how comfortable you are. Is there anything that you feel like we should be worried about or we should be concerned with? Also, shouts out to my homeboy Padre in here. What's going on, Padre? I hope you and Ash doing good tonight, fam. Much love to you. It's shouts out to Coach Bella. Much love, Bella. I hope you're being good. Because if not, it's gonna be a long summer for your mom and daddy. So getting started, I wanted to ask the coaching staff. I want to ask y'all what y'all think. Which side of the ball do you think we should be the most concerned about going into this 2026 season? If you feel like we should be more concerned about the offensive side, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like we should be more concerned about the defensive side, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to know what y'all are thinking. ATL Cameo says this Falcons offense is probably top 10 in the league for most quarterback friendly. I think if they both fail, we're gonna get another quarterback. Dang. Ooh, and that's that. To be completely honest with you, that's a strong possibility. That's a strong possibility. It could be one of them situations where moving forward, if Penix, if he comes out and he falls on his face, or he's not picking the offense up quickly enough, and Tua comes out and he's looking lackluster, and if it's one of those cases like it was, what was that, 3 years ago? Yeah, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, whenever we finished the season off with Logan Woodside as the starting quarterback. If you're in one of them situations where Jack Strand is the starting quarterback, you, you got a problem. There's issues. or in the words of my my teacher, there's issues there. If you go into the last game of the season with Jack Strand as your starting quarterback, hey Bo, you got some issues. John Harris with our first Superman chat of the night. Shouts out to my homeboy Big John. Got a chance to chill out with him last Sunday at Uncle Steve's house. John says these Falcons need some midday soap opera organ music, like The Search for Tomorrow, General Hospital, Secret Storm. I hope this team is tougher this year. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. You mentioned now you ain't mentioned the gold. You ain't mentioned Young and the Restless. John, like come on, you can't mention all the midday soap operas and not mention Victor and the Young and the Reckless, Young and the Restless. Do 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 do. You can't mention the soap operas and not mention Victor. Look at here now. Victor done came back from the afterlife way too many times. We thought Victor was gone way too many times, and he ended up coming back. That's right, George Taylor. Days of Our Lives? Come on now. Was Angela Lansbury on Days of Our Lives at one point in time? If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I need to hit Mama Country up and ask her. But the question is, and John, you're definitely right. ATL Cameo feels like it's the offense. My homeboy Hill Hillman feels like the defense is the biggest concern. And see, and Hill Hillman, I see where you're coming from. Georgia Texas boy says it's the offense. He said defense good. He feels like the offense is the biggest concern. Hill Hillman says Divine got the green dot, but he's a quiet person. Oh boy, come on with it. Now see, that's that. Yes. 1,000 times yes. If anybody's been on the football field, especially on the defensive side of the ball, you know, if you have a Mike linebacker, he has a certain type of personality, right? And I'm not saying he's the wild, crazy, hey, I'm going to hit and run through everything. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm not saying that. But if you have a Mike linebacker, the guy that's calling everything out, getting everybody where they need to get to, telling that safety to come up, telling that safety to go back, telling the line to shift the half gap over, telling that Will to make sure he stays where he's at and play that flat just in case they run that reverse counter boot. That guy, he's a certain type of guy. And normally, and I could be wrong because there's some guys who they flip the switch whenever they're on the field, but normally quiet guys aren't normally they're not normally the middle linebacker guy. Normally that strong, that Sam, he's the quiet guy. That Sam linebacker, he's normally the quiet guy. Tay bro, what's going on, Bo? Hope you're doing good tonight, fam. Eric Mack feels like the offense is the biggest concern as well. Normally that Sam linebacker, that's the quiet guy. But that middle linebacker, that's normally the one who in the words of Chris Brown and Young Thug, that's normally the one that go crazy. Oh man, shouts out to my homeboy Tap T Smooth in here. What's going on with you, Bo? Hope you're doing good tonight, fam. Glad I got a chance to chop it up with you earlier today too, man. So the question is, if you feel like the offense is going to be a bigger concern or the defense. Now, I want to share my screen with you, and we're going to just look at the Atlanta Falcons lineup based off of what they got going on PFF. So, based off of PFF, and this is based off the scores that we seen last year. Now, y'all, first of all, y'all know how I feel about PFF. Now, don't. I know that you can't take these numbers to the bank, right? I know that AJ Terrell is he's better than a 57, right? I know that Jesse Bates is better than a 64. But what we're doing is we're just looking, and this is, and shouts out to in honor of my homeboy John Harris and Winston, based off of the eye test. Shameless plug. I make sure y'all check out the eye test on YouTube. Great Falcons content creators. Based off of the eye test, looking at the offense and looking at the defense, which do you feel comfortable with? So let's look at the offense first. So you got Jake Matthews, old reliable. We know where he's gonna be Sunday at 1:00. You got Matthew Bergeron, who's quietly putting together a pretty good little career in Atlanta. You got Ryan Newsome. They say he's dealing with injuries right now. Brockenmeyer, he's been starting center in camp. You got Chris Lindstrom, all pro guard. You got Juwan Taylor. We're still trying to figure out what's going on with that right tackle situation. Now, I think offensively, what everybody was the most worried about was the wide receivers. So we brought in Jahan Dotson, we brought in the Alameda Zacchaeus. You brought in the Zachariah Branches of the world. So in the words of Kid Cudi, day and night, we got a completely different situation when it comes to the wide receivers. So Ma Stevens says, there goes my favorite Falcons YouTuber. What's going on, Bo? Hope you're doing good tonight, fam. Thanks so much for coming on and chilling out with us. Look here, I gotta do my stream on Fridays to come chill out with my folks, because I just be feeling so good from being off of work on Friday. I feel like I fought a 5-day battle. But Brian Robinson, look, you know what you got in the running back room. John Robinson, probably the best running back in the NFL right now, today. Pound for pound, best running back in the NFL. Quarterback situation, big question. You want to know if it's Tua or Penix. But based off of the quarterback rooms that we've seen in the past, compared to 3 years ago, a million times yes. A million times yes. So, looking at that, on a scale of 1 to 10, I just want to ask everybody that's watching, how comfortable do you feel with the offense on a scale of 1 to 10? I mean, you got the best offensive line coach in the game, right? You improved the wide receiver room. You have Bijan Robinson. But I mean, there are some question marks on that offensive line. Let's acknowledge it. Kyle Pitts. That's a up in the air situation. But we're gonna find out what's going on. Padre, shouts out to Padre, says, "Hey, Coach, Jack Strand gonna play like he. Wait a minute, he gonna play like a bleached out Jack Spade. Hello, I hang up and listen. Man, that means we don't need Jack. We don't need Jack Strand to come on the field. Then if he gonna be playing like a bleached out Jack Spade, look, the only bleach that Jack Spade need to be dealing with is the bleach on my driveway, because I told him I don't want no spots on my driveway. So I hope that's the only bleach that Jack Spade's dealing with. Also, Padre, appreciate you both. Thank you so much. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh man. So on the scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling about the offense? Padre, he gave us a 6. I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I'm about there myself. I'm thinking 6.5, maybe 7 of on how confident I am based off of what we know about this offense, right? The one thing that makes me feel a whole lot more comfortable is the fact that Bill Callahan is the offensive coordinator. So that's something that we definitely gotta acknowledge. Also, shouts out to my nephew, old Jiffy in here, old John Person. Much love to you, Bo. Hope you're doing good, fam, out there in Tennessee, Bo. Y'all make sure y'all show Jiffy some love. Padre says it's a coin toss with a bent quarter under center. Goodness gracious, Bo. I've never heard of that, but I'm definitely going to be employing it. A coin toss with a bent quarter. That's rough. Silk Lexi says 5 until the quarterback is picked. Okay, and I'm not mad at that, Silk. That's a good point because at the end of the day, that's your biggest question mark. Your quarterback, in my opinion, and the offensive line. We don't know. Georgia Texas boy says I give the offense a smooth 7. Okay, okay, I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Everybody that's watching, y'all let us know based off of what you see right here. What do you give this offense as far as how comfortable you feel with this offense? Now, defensively, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all now this. By the time it's all said and done, this defense is probably gonna look completely different. And I apologize. Where are my manners? Y'all let me know? Um um can y'all see the chart that I have up here? Look at here. Where I gotta tighten up. I'm just sitting here going on, and I didn't make sure that y'all could see it. My apologies. I'm so sorry, y'all. Um, Now, like I said, defensively, this is where we got a completely different situation. So defensively, hold on one second here. Everybody want to call you whenever you go live, don't they? All right. So defensively, what's going on with this thing here? It's hard for me to see my comments here. Hold on, y'all. I'm just making sure. I'm trying to be able to see my comments so I can see what y'all talk about in the chat here. Okay, there we go. All right. So uh so defensively, y'all let me know what y'all are thinking. Okay, y'all said that y'all can see it. Okay, all right. Appreciate that, Padre. Appreciate that. So Byron says 5 until the quarterback situation shakes out. And we'll see how Taylor gels with the rest of the offensive line. Now that's one question that we had that we don't even know Taylor's going to be the offensive a starter on offense. Padre says defense might even get an 8. Okay, okay. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. Dan's in here. What's going on, Dan? He says 7, but the running backs are great receivers. Okay, okay, perfect. Um, so defensively, defensive line. Now we know James Pierce Jr. That's a big question mark, right? Brandon Dorlus had a. I mean, we could low key say a breakout year last year before he got hurt. Um, Jalen Walker. Okay, then you got Cam Thomas, and I mean, we got to consider all the other guys, the Zach Harrisons and the Abukums and the uh, Aziz Ojalaris, all of those guys that we added to the fray. Um, then your cornerbacks, you got Mike Hughes, Billy Bowman, who he's still coming back from his injury. Um, then AJ Terrell. Now, don't forget about Avion. That's somebody that you got to consider. Divine Diablo, we were just talking about him a little bit earlier. The situation with that is that he's going to be the guy wearing the green dye. And the thing is that one of the coaches they brought up a little bit earlier, they said, "Hey man, Divine Diablo, he's rocking the green dye, but they say he's naturally a quiet guy. That's something that we got to consider." Um, they got oh man, what's the Harris kid's name? Christian Harris. Christian Harris as the other middle linebacker. You got Jesse Bates, Xavier Watts as your safeties. Now, how are we feeling? And Padre, everybody want to be like you when they grow up. Angel Estrada said defense is a 10 out of 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, how y'all feeling about this defense? Are you feeling comfortable with this defense? Now, just because, and I'm finna, this is something that I'm going to stress. What's going on, Molly Mall? Much love to you, Bo. Molly Mall, I forgot to hit you back up last week, man. Everybody was asking where Molly Mall been. So that's why I called you. I called you while I was on the show. Because everybody just wanted to make sure you was good. But shouts out to you, Molly Mall. Hope you're doing good, fam. I know you said you was at a graduation. Congratulations to your family, Bo. Much love. How y'all feeling about the defense moving forward? Are you feeling comfortable on a scale of 1 to 10? I just want to know what y'all are thinking. Is it one of those cases where do you feel like my homeboy Hillman? He says too many new faces. I'm about to talk about they gonna get swept because I know you ain't talking about it. But how are y'all feeling about this defense now? Just because Jeff Ulbrich is still the defensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons doesn't mean you're going to get the same thing that you got last year from this defense of the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to say this one more time for the people in the back. Just because Jeff Ulbrich is not, just because Jeff Ulbrich is the defensive coordinator for your Atlanta Falcons doesn't mean that you're going to get the same defense that you got last year from your Atlanta Falcons. Every new coach, even if that side of the ball is not his specialty, which we know the defensive side of the ball is not Kevin Stefanski's specialty, every new coach feels like they can add something to make the team better. And if you've been a part of any football and y'all had a coach transition, y'all let me know if I'm lying. But every new coach comes in and feels like he can make the team better from some sort of philosophy, some sort of scheme, something that he feels like he can add to that defense or that offense. For example, look at here. Padre is a grill master. He's a barbecue pit master. He taught me pretty much everything that I know. Look, if I go to Padre house and Padre done smoke some oxtails, and I say, hey man, you know what you really need to put on that thing? You need to put what I put on mine. Man, look at here. I always go and I get a little bit of coriander. And I put some coriander on there and I turn the heat up on high for a good 10 minutes just to let that coriander burn into the meat. If what he's doing has been working, I'm going to come in and mess up his system and what he has going on. This is when we find out if Kevin Stefanski is a legit coach or not. Look, he's a 2-time coach of the year, this, that, and the third. I hear what you're saying. It's year 2026. We can't go. We're not going to win this year off of his coach of the years in what 2018, 29, whenever it was. We're not going to win this year based off of what Kevin Stefanski did a few years ago. Now, I'm not saying that, boy, Coach Ronda got it cold in here, boy. Boy, I'm about to freeze to death. I'm gonna have to get me some socks or something. Anyway, we're going to find out if Kevin Stefanski is legit based off of what we got going on this season. Daggum, I just finally got a kindergarten. John Person, he says he gives this defense a 7. Dan says 6.5. Worried about them stopping the run. A great one says second year with Ulbrich, I'm feeling 10 out of 10. Okay. So Legacy says I give the defense a 7 until everyone is put in place. Uh, Volleyball says Big Low. Somebody said you scared to come off your porch. Look here. First of all, Bo, look here. My porch is everywhere, Molly Ball. You know that. You know you can't be scared. You can't be scared whenever you walk on all the ground that you own. I hear you talking trash, Molly Ball. Padre says he says low cuss out Gordon Ramsay. So you know his grill game is next level. Look here, I wish, Bo. Yeah, look, I've been tell y'all something. Y'all know who grill game next level. That he gonna be humble about it. Uncle Steve grill game is next level. Y'all look, y'all don't let Uncle Steve fool y'all. Uncle Steve ain't Kira. Whenever they cooking barbecue over there, they throwing down. They next level. Don't look. Don't let Uncle Steve hit you with that old humble G golly shucks gag much you want to. Uncle be throwing down. Look, I ain't had a chance to get another Padres yet. You know, he always eat it off while I get over there. But Uncle Steve, he be throwing down. But if I went over to Uncle Steve's house and said, hey, like, look, man, these ribs, they're good. But you know where to put it right over the top. Man, if we messed around and whoo, we got some paprika and we mix your rub up with some paprika. That'll make it extra smoky, won't it? Like, no. That man's been barbecuing probably and cooking on the grill longer than I've been paying taxes. I can't tell him how to, come in. I can't just come in and tell him how he needs to do it. That's the point that I'm making. We're going to find out, because sometimes the best thing that you could do in situations, and for all of my guys in here who are married or who are in long-term relationships, and all of my ladies in here who are married or in long-term relationships, sometimes the best thing to do is nothing at all. I'm sorry. Look, y'all let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. I could very well be wrong. But sometimes the best thing to do is nothing at all. Sometimes the best thing to say is nothing at all. Right? Next time y'all see, look, you know what? I ain't gonna say, because I was gonna say something to get myself in trouble. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Because you know what? Let's go with it. All right. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm gonna pull this back up. All right. So let me tell y'all what happened to me. So I went back to school, right? I'm getting a marketing degree. Old man Big Low getting a marketing degree. Okay. So I'm going back to school. Me and Coach Ronda signed up for the classes. I don't know if she can hear me. Coach Ronda, can you hear me? Okay, she didn't say that. I'm gonna have to talk a little bit low so she can. So me and Coach, I'm signing up for the classes. And Coach Ronda, she was helping me sign up for the classes. And I seen a Maymaster, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna take this Maymaster. Can y'all hear me? I'm whispering so she don't hear me. But I was taking this Maymaster. I I said, because I want to finish earlier. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. So I said, I want to finish earlier. She said, Big Low, you don't want to do that and finish earlier. You don't want to do that so you can finish earlier. You want to go ahead and take full classes because a Maymester is very intense. I said, it's cool. I'm Big Low Country. I can do it. I'm smart. At least I think I'm smart. So, so, uh, so, so I went ahead. I was hard headed. I signed up for the Maymaster all month. It's been kicking my behind. I ain't had a chance to do nothing. So the whole time,
Did I hear
every time,
my name?
huh?
Did I hear my name?
What you talking about?
I know you're not here talking. I know you're not here talking.
What you talking about? No, I was talking about how you helped me register for my classes. Yeah, and I was like, man, I really appreciate her helping me.
It really sounded like your tone was that you were talking trash, though.
What about my tone?
That sounds really nice.
Oh,
that story sounds nice. Your tone felt like you were telling people a secret you weren't supposed to tell them.
What?
Expressing some feelings that maybe you hadn't shared.
Wait, that's the feelings that I haven't shared. What you talking about, sweetheart? Our anniversary is tomorrow.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, how would I? Just,
yeah, all right.
Okay.
Hey, y'all.
Coach Rhoda said, "Hey, y'all." Okay, I think she gone. So basically, I was hard headed. I know I shouldn't have. I know I shouldn't have took that class. I took it anyway. It's been kicking my behind. I've been going to bed at 3 o'clock every night. I'm sleep deprived. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Basically, what I'm saying is that even though she knew that she knew that I did it, she knew that I signed up for it, and it was a situation where I couldn't necessarily handle. She don't got to tell me every 5 minutes. Oh, I told you not to take that class. She had to tell me that. She could just go ahead and let me live on in my glory and be like, dang, Lo, man, I see that you really working hard. But at the end of the day, you ain't got to do all that. All she had to do was just say, hey, just keep working hard at it, babe. Man, you see, she got me caught up. Oh, oh, my boss and Bigelow stop being scared. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. Man, child dirty. What's going on, Bo? You fashionably late. Nah, man, you just on time. Um, Dre the Boxer says, that's just gonna be the new problem. I mean, but am I lying though? I mean, at the end of the day, whenever that new coach comes in, even if something previously worked, he's gonna try to redo it. He's gonna try to take it and do something else to it. Y'all done seen people with these, for all of y'all who grew up in the late 90s, mid 2000s, like we seen everybody get the Chevys, get the Grand Nationals, get the Cutlasses, get the Oldsmobiles, and they trick them out. You know, so what happens whenever they sell it? Whenever they sell it, and the next person get it, do they just say, "Yeah, I mean, this is nice. This is why I bought this vehicle." No, they go and they do too much to it, and then it goes from being customized to being gaudy, right? The thing that I'm worried about with this Atlanta Falcons defense is, are we going to be gaudy? Because yes, you have the Xavier Whites. Yes, you have the Divine Diablos who can legitimately take the next step. But what was working last year, blitzing the quarterback, let's be honest, the cover three defense was working. Um, uh, Heavy rotations. What was necessarily working last year, is that the same thing that we're going to do this year? Driller, what in the world, Bo? What's going on with you, man? Hope you're doing good. Padre says Coach Ronan ain't to be played with, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, man. Look here. But she ain't hear what I said though. Y'all seen that. Also, shouts out to Coach Ronan. I want to tell y'all what time it is. Okay, it's 10:02. Happy anniversary. Happy early anniversary to Coach Roney. Me and Coach Roney's wedding anniversary is tomorrow. It's going to be 17 years. We'll be married 17 years tomorrow. So shouts out to Coach Roney. Definitely love that girl, man. And uh, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I wouldn't be the man that I am today without Coach Roney. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you as well. In another aspect, I wouldn't be on YouTube if it wasn't for Coach Roney. So shouts out to Coach Roney, bro. She look, I'll be honest with you. That girl probably said if you see the skillet fly, that ain't AI. I'll be honest with you, man. Look, she helped make me the man that I am today, man. So shouts out to Coach Roney, bro. Atlanta Falcons pandemic. What in the world, bro? What's going on with you? Hope you're doing good tonight, bro. Much love to you, fam. But moving forward, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. And I asked the question a little bit earlier today. Whenever we first started the show. But since we got a few more people in here, my question is, what are you most concerned about? Are you most concerned about the offense? If you are, put a one in the chat. Are you more concerned about the defense? Are you more concerned about the defense? Put a two in the chat. I just want to know what y'all thinking. If it's the offense, put a one in the chat. If it's the defense, put a two in the chat. Thank you so much, Tim Dunn. We definitely and greatly appreciate that, bro. Much love to you. Terror Artist, shouts out to my bro, Terror Artist, man. Terror Artist, man. We got to get together, bro. Look at here. I watched one of Terror Artist's streams the other day. Great man, content creator. I make sure that y'all check him out, bro. He gets sticky out there. So if you're more concerned with the offense, put a one in the chat. More concerned with the defense, put a two in the chat. Eric Mack says one. He's more concerned with the offense. Dre Murphy says one. Miss Pam's in here. Miss Pam says, hello, everybody. A big low. Says happy anniversary to you, Ronnie. Definitely happy anniversary to Coach Ronnie. Angel Estrada says one. He's more concerned about the offense. Molly Mall says he's most concerned about the Saints offense and defense. And see, we talk about the Falcons, we ain't talk about the Aints. Pilot says, hey, coach, what time is the Ruth's Chris reservation tomorrow? Me and Ashley want extra butter on our steak. Daggone. Da, da, da. That's a Superman chat. Look at here, man. Shoot, man, we probably go to Dairy Queen. We probably gonna go to Dairy Queen. Look, the way I splurge, I'm gonna get a peanut butter parfait with extra peanuts. Look, that's all I can do. Special occasion. Oh man. Atlanta Falcons fan David says, so where is the pimped out Riviera with the rag top and the true 40s bones with the curve finders you had? Dang gum. See, all right, see, look here now. You talking that Dade County talk though. Now what I had, I had that 80, 86 box Chevy with them 100 spoke Daytons on it, 215s in the trunk, of course, and that Panasonic screen radio. That's what I had. The curve finders and everything like that. I wasn't rocking like that, bro. I couldn't do it like that. Then we went from the old school to the new school. We got that Chevy Suburban with the 415s in it, and yeah, it was hit so hard, busted out the back glass in that thing. Still got the speakers. Don't get it twisted. We still beat. I'm gonna be that old man pulling up to the Publix in the truck with probably playing that 400 degrees. Diamonds here says one, says the offensive line. That's what she's most concerned about. You already know it. Terror Artist 404. Rodney Lowe, Silk Legacy, Byron. They all say one. My homeboy ATL Skate Man says one. He says I look out for hot grits also. Ab, look here, you ain't never lied, boy. You never lie. You ain't trying to get hit with them hot grits. But look, at the end of the day, I know that what it was Coach Roney. She was just concerned about me, and she's concerned about my mental health, and concerned about, you know, me being able to fulfill all of my husbandly duties, and, you know, my work duties. And I mean, you got to consider, Bo. I mean, we, you know, we run businesses as well, besides the regular 9 to 5 job. So that's all Coach Roney was worried about. So Coach Roney, and y'all have heard it. Coach Roney is the most creative I told you soer in the world. But yeah, you already know what time it is, man. Padre says, man, not Dairy Queen, but I tell you, bro, look, man, Padre, we can't do it like you, Padre. Everybody ain't balling like you. Everybody ain't balling like you, Yuri and Cowboy. Oh man, Drill says, Big Low, you putting the T-Wheel cowboy boots on for dinner. Nah, man, look, I done told T-Will about wearing those shorts and the cowboy boots. Padre also says, has she gotten her socks? No, Coach Rona has not gotten her bomber socks. I'm still rocking mine. Coach Rona, she ain't gotten on board. You know, she still be taking mine. She takes my slippers and everything, but she still ain't got the socks. Da da da. That's a Superman chat. Now, look, for y'all that don't know it, I'm a big like sock guy. Like I fresh socks. I don't like wearing old socks. Right. Um, y'all can call me bougie or whatever. Um, um, but I don't like. I like wearing nice socks, right? And when I say nice, it don't necessarily have to be expensive. I do wear bombers a lot. You can just tell everything feels. You got to take care of your feet. The feet are the base, right? Um, there's a content creator out here. Who's going to remain nameless. I'm not going to out him like that. But there's a content creator out here who gets manicures, pedicures regularly. I'll say like once a week. I'm like I said, we'll have to have that conversation. Uh, you know, one day, but I'm not going out them. And look, I'm always good for a pedicure. I'm give a good pedicure, but you know, this guy goes like once, twice a week. Atlanta Falcons fan David says, so you and Ronnie was just out there on the boulevard beating down the block. Man, look at here, Bo. You already know. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all sleep on the country boy if you want to now. My sister Cash is in. What's going on, Cash? Much love to you, fam. Hope you're doing good. Cash came in here. She said, "Rise up, go Falcons." The only way that would have happened is if Tonio would have took over her account. Bam, Cowboy. Coach Ron is the best I told you so I've ever seen, Bo. Look, you need to watch some of the old shows. Whenever Coach Ron didn't want to get Arthur Smith, Coach Rhoda said, "I told you so." In so many different creative ways. She even started a church. No lie, you can ask. If I'm lying, I'm flying. She started a whole chant. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Arthur Smith has got to go. I'm telling. Look, Coach Rhoda is the best I told you so that I've ever seen. uh, wait a minute. Uh, uh, Atlanta Falcons fan David says, I don't know about you, but us old guys got to keep new soft side. I guess I'm old. I guess I'm old because look, some old some new socks, man. There's nothing beats new socks. And I need to get me a sponsorship deal with Bombers because look at here, I got so you know what Coach Roney does. She steals my socks, and I'm sitting here like, come on now, Bo. Like you, come on, girl. Yeah, you know how I feel about my socks now. I give you anything else, but you can't mess with my socks because look, when somebody else wears your socks, they ain't never the same. Like I tell you, you can just have them. You can just have them. Now it rings true. The question is, and I seen that there were like 15 replies on here whenever I asked everybody, what are you most concerned about, the offense or the defense for the 2026 Atlanta Falcons season? This is a chance. Tonight is a chance for growth. I'm more concerned with the defense, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm more concerned with the defense. I'm worried, and maybe this is past trauma for me. Maybe this is what it is. I'm going back to the Brian Van Gorder days, and I still can't get over it. Y'all let me know if I'm going crazy, but I'm more concerned with the defense. I'm scared that last year was an anomaly. Last year, people forget that Raheem Morris is a defensive-minded coach. And I'm scared that now moving forward with Kevin Stefanski, like I said earlier, I feel like he's going to bring in some ideas and some thoughts and some schemes that he really likes. It's one of them situations where moving forward, your defense and the guys like the Brandon Dorleses, the guys like the Zach Harrisons, I mean, even some of them rookies that we seen last year, the Xavier Watsons and the guys like that, all of those guys might not have the same type of growth because you got a different voice at the top. Look, we seen this the year before last. If there's one thing that didn't happen whenever we had Jimmy Lake and Raheem Morris running the defense, one thing that didn't happen was guys weren't getting beat over the top. Guys weren't getting beat over the top. And we know why that's the case, right? The reason why guys weren't getting beat over the top on our defense, we just got paper cut to death, is because those guys are DB guys. Jimmy Lake, he's a DB's coach. Raheem Morris, he's a DB's coach. And at the end of the day, their pride wouldn't let them get beat in a situation where it was like, hey, man, they just gutted us like a fish on that play, and moving forward, we just don't know what to do through the air. So what did they do? They sit back. They didn't let big plays go by. And moving forward, we got eaten alive the year before last. Now, last year, we still sit back. We played that cover three, a lot of that shell defense. But last year, we were running a whole bunch of stunts and loopers, simulated blitzes, and we were getting to the quarterback, getting the quarterback off their spot. And whenever we was creating that pressure, now that we're sitting back, it gave us a good chance to buck step and break on the ball more efficiently. So the point that I'm making is that unless Kevin Stefanski, and this is what we're trying to figure out, and this is what I was talking about a little bit earlier, unless it's one of those cases where Kevin Stefanski comes in and Kevin Stefanski legitimately says, okay, guys, Jeff Ulbrich, the defense is his. I'm not touching it. If Kevin Stefanski does that, we're good. We're good. But if Kevin Stefanski comes in here and if he starts and says those famous words, well, what we did in Cleveland. If he comes in, I've been Chazo. Look here now. If Kevin Stefanski comes in here and he says, well, what we did in Cleveland was, you messed up. You messed up. Because if you look at that Cleveland defense and you look at that Atlanta Falcons defense, I want to ask y'all in the chat, which defense would you prefer? Which defense would you prefer the most? If you would take that Cleveland defense, put a 2 in the chat. If you prefer that Atlanta Falcons defense, put a 3 or a 3 in the chat. I just want to know. I just want to know. But if he comes in and think about it, Cleveland had the best defensive player in the league for what, the last 2-3 years in Myles Garrett. But think about it. Which defense would you prefer? If you rather have the Cleveland defense, put a 2 in the chat. You know, a 2 for Shadur. If you rather have the Falcons defense, put a 3 in the chat. At the end of the day, personally, it's 3 for me. I'd rather have the Atlanta Falcons defense. And every coach that comes into a new situation always wants to bring their methods and their ideologies to the new situation, even if that situation that they're coming to was better than the situation that they previously had. Because coaches have egos. That Beyonce song was about coaches. Yeah, you got a big ego. That was about coaches. Coaches have big egos. The reason why coaches do the same thing at every place that they coach at isn't because they realized that they were bad. It's because secretly, whether they're going to acknowledge it publicly or not, they think the players were bad. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Coaches, look, who got fired last year? Brian Daboll. Brian Daboll ain't going and reflecting on himself and thinking, "Daggone, man, I sucked it up last year. Well, I got to do better. I got to tighten up." You think he's doing that? No, he's not. He's like, "Man, Josh Allen suck. He ain't as good as everybody think he is." I'm telling you, in the words of T.I. said, I'm telling you, I'm around them. I'm telling you, that's what these coaches do. So there's the question is Kevin Stefanski forward thinking enough to say, hey, I'm not doing what I did to mess myself up in Cleveland. And I'm not going to come here. I'm not going to come in here and say, well, in Cleveland, what we did was, I, look, his best bet is not to come in here and say, I coached Myles Garrett, who is the best defensive player in the league. Myles Garrett was Myles Garrett way before he met you, Bo. And once again, the biggest question is, and what I'm most concerned about at this point, because I know what Kevin Stefanski can do offensively. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. He's going to run he's going to run a gap and a zone blocking run scheme with a West Coast offense. He's been doing it for a long time, and he's pretty efficient at it. He didn't have that much talent in years past. He has more talent now. He has the best offensive line coach in history. He has the best running back in the league. Those are things that I know. What I don't know is how will him and Jeff Ulbrich work together. That's that's something that I don't know. Dre's in here. He says, let Penix get healthy, man. This Penix's team, he's not a throwaway. Look at the talent. Let the kid get. I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. My homeboy Cowboy says, 3 he says 57 sacks. If only the offense matched what the defense made for them, playoffs or man eating Super Bowl. And I completely agree with you, Cowboy. Angela Estrada says 3. My homeboy Terror Artist 404. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure he's ran some sort of simulations on his Madden content. Y'all make sure that y'all check him out. He's always playing with the Falcons on YouTube at Terror Artist 404. Rod in here. Roddy says 3. Isaiah, coach says, take Atlanta Falcons 3-4 defense. Hello, you know it all day. That defense that they were running is what got them where they're at. Dre says 3. Terror Artist 404 says, I can agree with this take. I mean, look, I appreciate it. Cowboy says, even with Jeff Ulbrich, you're still concerned. He says, I think the secondary will be better. I feel like the secondary could be better too, Bo. But the question is, are there going to be too many cooks in the kitchen? That's the question. That's the question, Cowboy. Are there going to be too many cooks in the kitchen? Or is it going to be a situation where it's like, look, you got to do like Uncle Steve and Aunt Kira do. Aunt Kira make the sides, Uncle Steve do the barbecue. And everything good. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And what I'm worried about the most is that we had a really good defense last year, and this happened what 2 years ago, 3 years ago, where we had a really good defense with Ryan Nielsen, and we brought in the other defensive coordinator, but they were saying, "Oh, don't worry about it. We're going to be running the same exact defense. Don't worry about nothing." And what happened? The defense fell off a cliff. So I want it to be one of those cases where we have a history of having a good defense, like the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like those 80s and 90s Bears, uh, like those 2000s Baltimore Ravens. I want to have that type of history. I want it to be one of those cases where the guys fall in the draft and they fall to the second round, and we're like, oh, yo, we're going to get that linebacker. He fits our scheme perfectly. Oh, he went to Georgia too? Oh yeah, he's a Falcon. That's what I want. But it takes time to build something like that. And once again, whenever you look at the offense, you look at the weapons that you have the Bajan Robinsons, you have the Drake Londons, the Kyle Pitts, the Zachariah Branch, the Jahan Dotsons that people are absolutely sleeping on. The Olamide Zaccheaus who can make those big third down catches, the best offensive line coach in the game. You have all of those things. And you even have continuity with two left-handed quarterbacks that everybody could get used to blocking for and catching passes from. Ian Cunningham thought about everything. You have all of that offensively. Now, in the words of Cowboy, I completely agree with my boy Cowboy. That's why he's such a Atlanta Falcons fandemic. That's why he's such a great content creator. I completely agree with him. Y'all make sure that y'all check my boy out. Atlanta Falcons fandemic. Go to his channel. Great content. I completely agree. The actual roster is better. The defensive line deeper. The linebackers deeper. The secondary deeper. But at the end of the day, whenever you have too many cooks in the kitchen, I mean, how many times have we seen the old '60s comedies where somebody's cooking and somebody else walks by and uh put put some extra salt in there, and then they turn around and then they come back by, they put a little bit of extra pepper in there, and then they come back and taste it. Oh, wait a minute, this don't taste nothing like I want it to taste like. How many times have we seen that? At the end of the day, some things just don't need changing or overhauling at all. Some things just need to build. And whenever you got this young defense, think about it. James Pierce, second year. Jalen Walker, second year. Xavier Watts, second year. Billy Bowman, second year. Kobe Bryant, second year. You got all of these guys that are going into their second year. Let's be honest, guys. It could potentially mess up development. 330 says last name Dirty, first name 3. Yeet. I ain't mad at you, 330. but think about it. It could mess up development if those guys came in and they built all of this confidence these last couple of years. I'm sorry, this past year, and we're going into it. We're watching the James Pierce Jr. case very closely because we just seen him get 10 sacks his rookie year. How often does that happen? How often do you see a rookie edge rusher get 10 sacks? You don't see that often. But if you bring a guy in who says, you know what, look, I like what this defense did last year, but we had trouble stopping the run. So instead of having that attacking front, I want all of the guys on the defensive line to put on 15 pounds. And we're gonna have a more controlled front, and we're gonna open up lanes for our linebackers. Could you imagine how that could mess up confidence for James Pierce Jr.? James Pierce Jr. just been eating off the edge. He just been eating off the edge. There have been times whenever I seen James Pierce, he ain't stopped to worry about no reverse counter or no boot. He wasn't worried about that. He was like, I'm see quarterback, get quarterback. But then the new head coach comes in and says, "Hey, that attacking style front, it feels irresponsible. You need to make sure that these guys play the run. We're not going to get caught with our pants down on play action. It makes some guys slow up just a little bit. They doubt themselves just a little bit. That's what I'm worried about. And look, I could very well be wrong. In the words of Lil Wayne, let it all work out. It could legitimately work out. And I'm sitting here in January of 2027, and I'll say, man, boy, May 29th, y'all tried to tell me. And y'all know me, I'll acknowledge the fact that I was wrong. But that at the end of the day, looking at the season so far, looking at this team, this roster so far, that's what I'm most concerned about. Y'all want to know something else that I'm really concerned about? Have y'all hit that like button? Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. If you hit that like button, I promise you, I'll dance at your wedding one day. I would definitely and greatly appreciate it if y'all hit that like button for me. Let's see. Black Brand says DeMarco Hellums could be all over the field. That's true. That's true. DeMarco Hellums, we've seen flashes in the past. There's a lot of those guys like the DeMarco Hillams, like the Clark Phillips and Braylon Trices from the old regime that we've looked at, and we could legitimately say, hey, I mean, by the time training camp is over, are they still going to be here? That's a good question. West Side in here says, hey, what up, Bo, from the West Side? He says, rush home to get on. Appreciate you, Bo. Look, man, much love to you. I definitely appreciate you for coming on, chilling and chopping it up with us, Bo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Angel Estrada says, I think you get an S in 2027. So then Bates falls off whenever he does, and we have reinforcements. So you talk about getting safety. It's one that look. I mean, that's potentially, or you can move Billy Bowman back to safety. You know, he's playing that nickel slot now, but I completely agree with what Cowboy said. Look, in the secondary, this is the best secondary that I can remember in recent memory. I mean, even down to the fourth, fifth, and sixth cornerbacks. I'm really feeling the secondary, Bo. I think we could do some special things. The question is, you know, are we going to put it all together? George Chase Boy says, in my opinion, under Stefanski, we should be good with Ulbrich at DC because Coach Ski has a relationship with Jim Schwartz. Okay. And look, I'm Jim Schwartz, former head coach. You know, Jim Schwartz knows exactly what to do for that defense, that Cleveland Browns defense. And I asked the question earlier, like I said, which defense would you rather have? If I'm not mistaken, wasn't that Cleveland Browns defense like a top 5 defense last year? I know. Look, I know a lot of times we'll say, "Hey, we want to keep." Well, I would rather have what we have, but I mean that Cleveland Browns defense was legit. Now, if I'm and somebody, if y'all could look it up and put it in the comments, but if I'm not mistaken, wasn't they a top defense? Who was the top defense last year? Yeah, y'all know I got a terrible memory. But what were the Cleveland Browns rated defensively last year when it was all said and done? Yeah, okay, yeah, great nigga said, yeah, the Browns defense was top, yeah, they were top 10. Brandon in here, what in the world, Bo? Hope you're doing good tonight, fam. Brandon came in here with a big what in the world, but that's what I'm talking about, Bo. Grave Digger says Coach Ulbrich gonna cook. And look, I know one thing he cooked last year, And that's also a question that we have to ask. I mean, was it all Coach Obrick? Did Raheem Morris have anything to do with that defense? That defense last year? That's something these are the questions that we have to ask ourselves. Like, just because, you know, Raheem Morris, he got on everybody's nerves because he laughed and smiled and, like to hug people who beat up on him last year. Okay, Gravedigger says Browns had a 14th on defense. Okay, they were ranked 14th. Okay, what were the Falcons ranked? Gravediggers, if you could. He says Ober has a history of cooking. Don't forget what he did with that. Man, I remember. I remember. I remember. But all I'm saying is that at the end of the day, whenever that new coach comes in, he's gonna want to establish some of his legitimate rules. He's gonna want to establish it. So I mean, that's something that we got to consider. We seriously got to consider it. My homeboy Rashad there, he said, "Bo, it's been a minute, fam. How you on the fam, man? Look here, Bo. Man, we blessed, Bo. We doing good. We doing good." Angela Estrada says, "Look, you talking about Jeff Ulbrich?" He says, "I'm questioning Tommy Reese." Look, this is the place where we talk about it. Well, tell me, what are you questioning about Tommy Reese? Because there's questions I have about Tommy Reese too. But I know that at the end of the day, Kevin Stefanski is the head coach, and he's an offensive head coach. So these are the questions that we have to answer. What are our concerns overall about this team? I told y'all my concern, and y'all feel free to put it in the chat. And I'm finna open the show up. I'm gonna put the link in the chat in a minute. So y'all can kind of come on and tell me what some of your concerns are. But yeah, y'all put it in the chat. Like what are some of y'all's concerns with this Atlanta Falcons team? And I told y'all what my biggest concern was tonight. My biggest concern is, did you hit that like? Did you hit that like button? That's my concern. Gravedigger said, "I'm tripping. They were ranked 4. Yeah, I thought they were like top 5. Gravedigger said the Falcons were ranked 15. See, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Bo. We said that we would. Everybody in the chat said that they would rather choose the Atlanta Falcons defense over the Cleveland Browns. But I'm like, well, wait a minute, Cleveland, they were like top 5 last year. We took a big step forward, but were we top 5? I can't. We were top 5 at one point in time, but not at the end when the rubber met the road at the end of the day. Yeah, we wasn't top 5. Dex Diggs, what in the world, Bo? He said, "What in the flipping world, Bo? What's going on with you, man?" Whoa, I'm sorry. What in the rip flipping world, Bo? What's going on, man? Hope you're doing good, Dex. Mike Hollywood's in here. Says 4th total defense. Okay. Westside says, "Hey, have you peeped Jack Strand?" Says we might have a gym. Man, we were just talking about that, Bo. I mean, what, 6'5", 240, laser rocket arm. Because they said that he overthrew a pass to Dylan Drummond on a 50-yard shot. Look, it's one of the situations. It's one of them cases, man. But we got to see what he's looking like at training camp. We got to see. Look, I'm sure he's going to get a whole bunch of time during the preseason. Preseason going to be fun this year. It's going to be fun this year, Bo. Dre says y'all want Brett Favre. This situation with Penix. How y'all feel? But dang, you talking about letting them go this early? Dang, go. That's early, Bo. I mean, we really don't know what we got with them yet. I mean, do we want to be the franchise to trade Brett Favre away and Michael Penix if he goes on to win 3 or 4 Super Bowls? That's tough, man. That's tough. Great Digger says, okay, Browns ranked 4th, Falcons ranked 15th on defense. See that? That's what I was saying. Alfonso says, what in the world, Bo? He says, been working in the hospital Get us right this season, coach. You already know it, Fonzo, man. Look, appreciate your work in the hospital, man. Thank you so much for all that you do for us. Brandon in here with the Superman chat. He says, much love, Bo. Says, my concern is still interior D line. Da da da. That's a Superman chat. I mean, that's legit. I mean, we kind of just went committee and signed a whole bunch of guys. And it's one of those cases where it's like, are any of these guys good as David Onyemata? Yeah. You know, we had trouble stopping the run last year, coach. Like y'all gonna do something about this? No, this Chris Williams kid or this Deshaun Hand kid, or are they gonna? No, they're gonna be stop. They're gonna be able to stop up the middle. We good, coach. I mean, so yeah. Trust me, I completely understand that. Great Digger says Miles Garrett broke the sack record by himself. Now you gotta have help to break that sack record. Now, come on. Oh man, nah, I don't think I'm ready to Brett Favre Penix yet, man. Georgia Tech's boy says Reese was the offensive coordinator at Notre Dame and Alabama. You right. You right. I know a lot of Alabama fans used to complain about Tommy Reese, but look, I also know that Nick Saban said that Tommy Reese had one of the best young offensive minds that he's seen since Steve Sarkisian. So that's something that you got to consider, bro. You got to consider. Eric Mack says the new DT that we have is bigger and stronger. We should be better against the run this season. Okay. So I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm finna put the link in the chat. Y'all let us know. So y'all could come on and chop it up with us for a little bit there. Y'all can let us know what are your concerns. If you're more concerned about the offense, if you're more concerned about the defense, what are your concerns about this Atlanta Falcons team and the future of the Atlanta Falcons moving forward? And y'all let me know if I'm being what's the word? If I'm just coming out of left field with my take about being concerned about the defense. I think there's legit concern there. You know, I mean, we gonna see, man. Mr. Big Management's in here. What's going on, fam? Hope you're doing good tonight, Bo. He says, how you feel about the O-line? I'm really worried about the center and the right tackle. I'm really worried about it. Ryan Newsel. I know that they said Brockermeyer, the undrafted free agent, was starting, and Taylor. I'm really worried about that. And somebody said that they seen Storm Norton wearing a walking boot not too long ago, like on Instagram or somewhere. So I don't know if Storm Norton is going through the Troy Anderson rehab or not. I don't know exactly what's going on. But I'm legit worried about that offensive line, Mr. Big Man. It sounds like that's something that might be one of your biggest concerns, because that's legit. Georgia Tech's boy said, I think Brockermeyer could beat New Zealand this season. And look, if we're talking about a undrafted offensive lineman beating out, the guy who started every game for us last year, that's scary. That's scary. Bo, that's scary. That's something that you should be concerned about. That's the guy that's in front of your two injury-prone quarterbacks. That's something that you got to consider. And that's what I'm saying. Like at this, look, let's keep it a buck. At this point, this is the time of the year when we're all sitting and wondering, we're sitting and thinking that, hey, yeah, man, we're good. Everything is going to come together. Ian Cunningham, he has a plan in place, and at the end of the day, we're going to be good to go. we do this every year. Every year we do this. And all I'm saying is that moving forward, we got to acknowledge what the concerns are. That's all I'm saying. Uh, Jay says I saw Drake and Kyle at the wedding. I know I know who they locked in with. Talk about he locked in with Michael Penix. Says what in the world, Bo? Says we rocking. I fall on that sort. Look here, and that's how you got to be. That's how you got to be, Bo. Go ahead. Look, you gotta follow it. That's how you got to be. Yeah, let's see here. And I put the link in here. Um, if anybody wants to come on and tell us who their what concerns that they have. Um, Mr. Big Management says, "Are you satisfied with our receivers?" Well, look, to be completely honest with you, I feel really good about the receivers, especially compared to last year. Whenever you had, hey, what's the guy's name? Steels. What was the guy's name? Steels. David Seals. David Seals. Whenever he was leading the team in passes, um, during the game, I was like, yeah, we got to do better. We got to do better. Speaking of doing better, I got my homeboy Georgia, Texas boy in here. What's going on, bro?
What going on? What going on? What happened?
Man, shoot, well, we over here trying to make it, man. Look, I'm just over here thinking, and I seen that you were watching a little bit earlier. What is your biggest? What are some of your biggest concerns going into this season? I know that this is the dating portion of the season, and in the dating portion in a relationship, y'all first start talking. Y'all talk all the time, y'all think about each other all the time, and nothing is wrong, and that's the portion that we're in right now with the Falcons. But what's your biggest concern as far as what we got going on this year?
Offensive line and the continuity of the defense.
Okay, so you do kind of get what I'm saying as far as like the continuity of the defense.
hmm
So expound on that as far as like the continuity of the defense.
So, like with the continuity, like we have the pieces who were here last year, but almost every depth piece on defense has been changed.
Yes, yes, yeah,
So
and
technically, it is the same defense in the front, but overall, this could be a different defense.
and I completely agree. I completely agree, bro. Like that's exactly the point that I'm making. That on top of the fact that you have different voices. I mean, I understand Jeff Ulbricht's still the DC, but there's somebody new that's above him now, right?
hmm
So that's something we
Yeah,
got to be.
and I remember you said that earlier, but that's why that's why I was saying earlier. I think Kevin Stefanski is going to allow Ulbricht to do what he needs to do on the defense and not intervene the same way he did with Jim Shorts. You handle what you need to handle, and I'm gonna take care of the offense. It's just that in Cleveland he had owners, GMs who like to meddle in what he doing instead of allowing him to do his job. I
Yeah,
think here with Matty Ice up top and Ian Cunningham, it ain't finna be no more stepping on somebody else's toes. Do your job. Everybody else do their job. We're gonna come together.
look, I'll take it. I'll take it 10 times out of 10. We got Doug in here. Doug, what's going on, bro?
Low, what's good, man? Man, it's been a minute,
Man,
man.
I'm telling you, bro, you been
Man,
doing
Low, I
good,
gotta give you flowers real quick, man. I've been watching you for about years, man, since
man.
probably 17, no, 18. Was you doing it back in 17?
Nah, man. So I started like in 21.
Oh yeah, so I got here when you started, man.
Man, I appreciate.
Man, let me tell you, man, you didn't really help me through some hard times, man. I just going through things, I just turned on Low and got a good laugh, you know what I'm saying? So I
Man,
appreciate you what you're doing here, man. 'Cause people don't
man, bro, that
understand.
means that means a lot to
Life
me,
be
bro.
lifing.
Man, it do, bro. It
So
really
when you
do,
got a
man.
chance to escape it a little bit for a couple hours, it's everything, man.
Man, bro, you don't
But
know how much that means to me, man. Thank you so much, fam. Thank
appreciate you,
you so
bro.
much, man. Man,
But
tell me who? So who's your biggest concern, like going into this season? Because I was just telling Georgia Texas boy, you first start talking to somebody, everything good. They can't do nothing wrong. Everything perfect. And then you realize after you start being with them for a little bit, like wait a minute, they kind of can't cook. They don't take no accountability. So if you see a potential issue, like tell me like what you think, dude.
honestly, I don't have no type of expectations for next year, only because we have a new coaching staff. So I really don't have a concern. I'm real optimistic on what's going to happen because what I'm saying, year by year, I done had all these expectations, all these concerns. It's like it just I don't know, man. I feel like when the Falcons do good is when they least expect it to. So I feel
That's it.
like this year might be one of those. It feels like one of those years when everybody just is tagging on the Falcons because nobody knows. It's everything. It's a lot of unknowns. I'm trying to think about what he did in Cleveland and Kevin. And you got the whole Kane Ellis leaving. I think Kane Ellis leaving was a big thing. Kane Ellis
Yes.
leaving. I think a lot of people overlooked that because we got Divine, but I don't know what Ober is going to do there. So let me say this: I do have concerns on the D line. I do agree with you there. I do agree with you there because stopping the run is a big thing. We haven't been able to do that in some years now,
It's been a minute.
consistently, and that's what's been holding us back. Yeah, we understand we needed to sack the quarterback, but to start with that run, we're not going to be able to have an opportunity to sack the quarterback if we can't stop the ball on first and second down.
Exactly.
So we gotta. I like the additions that we made, but we always make good additions. We always are paper champions. I'm ready. I'm ready to go ahead and start seeing in real life, in real action, like my brother right here above me. So that's my biggest thing. But I do have confidence in the coaching staff offensively this year. In the past regimes, the past year, I feel like it's going to be more smart play calling. It's going to be
Yeah.
things setting up other things, not we running the ball just to say we ran the ball, or we run this play to say we did it. I want things to be set up. You know what I'm saying? And I will say Kevin Stefanski, he's always have had good teams.
Oh yeah.
And he just hasn't had a quarterback. So I,
Yeah.
I I am confident in and I loved what he said when we first got here with we're gonna find an identity now. We're not finna play around and let other teams or the media tell us what we are, what we doing. No, we're gonna find our own identity. Whether that's running the ball, passing it, and that really it felt good because Raheem was on. So Raheem didn't have none of that.
Raheem
Like that
said.
it was all
Raheem
funny,
said.
laughing.
Raheem
Buddy,
said,
buddy,
"Look, we'll." He
jokes.
said. Raheem said, "We're gonna do what we do based off of what the players want to do, or what the players are good at." It's like no, that's not how this works.
Yes, God.
We're I am who I am. It's like I'm not going to change who I am because Georgia Texas boy walked in the room, or I'm not going to change who I am because Doug walked in the room. I'm going to be who
Hmm.
I am regardless. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Hmm.
like basically that's what Kevin Stefanski is saying. He said whenever he said, and I like that quote. He said either you make your identity or somebody makes your identity for you.
Absolutely.
And I
And
was
I
like,
and I love that.
I love it.
That
I
blew me
love it.
away.
Yeah.
Now I hope it's not just talk, but I think he got something behind that. I really
And
do. You know
another
what I'm
thing I
saying?
like about this coaching
Go ahead.
staff, all the coaches have something to prove.
What you mean?
Okay, Jeff Obrick, you got to prove that wasn't a 1 year wonder.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
Kevin Stefanski, you got to prove it was just Cleveland.
That's true.
Tommy Reese, you got to prove it was Cleveland and Jalen Milrow at Alabama.
Yeah.
Tanner,
Because I'm
Tanner,
a Bama
Tanner,
fan.
Tanner Hingstry, you got to prove it was the Jets.
I mean, look, you cooking, Bo. I mean, you could.
And
I
I
mean,
think, look, I'm gonna say this.
And
I
our
think
players,
us having a good quarterback coach, I don't think people are looking into that. And what Kevin Stefanski does with quarterbacks that people think they're a buzz. Baker Mayfield is here because of Kevin Stefanski. Let's just keep it all the way above.
Let's keep it
He
above.
got his hands on Baker Mayfield. They went and won a playoff game. Cleveland ain't won a playoff game since what? Belichick before
Yep.
so yeah. So
Yeah.
we gotta stop looking at the Shador stuff with what I'm saying with Kevin because it's a lot of things that were behind the scenes that we don't 100% know about. Whether it was the owner that was pushing for Shador, like it's a lot of slippery slopes with that situation. So I'm not gonna judge him personally on what that situation was in Cleveland.
Completely agree.
I'm gonna go off of what the results were when he had everything when it was what I'm saying working how he wanted to work. But go ahead, Lo. My bad.
No, you good, Bo. You good. One thing that a lot of people forget is that in Cleveland that year, whenever they went to the playoffs, they had a team that could have won it all. But what was his Georgia Tech boy? Was it his shoulder that went out on him, or
Yep.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
a shoulder.
yeah. So yeah, like Baker got hurt, but Cleveland was looking dangerous that year,
Hmm.
and people forget that. So
Man, when Cleveland beat who was it? Pittsburgh in the playoffs?
yes, sir,
Pittsburgh.
Come on now. Everybody thought the Cleveland curse was over. But,
boy.
but then they went back to quarterback purgatory.
Yep, sure did.
And another thing too, that defense, he always has a good defense. Always above average defenses with Kevin Stefanski. That's a major thing for him. And I can get behind a coach that gonna make sure that defense A1.
Yeah,
As all Falcons fans, we just want in our heart, we just want consistency. That
that's
is
all I want.
it.
That's all I
From
want.
head to toe, from
Yes.
the top of the organization all the way down to the damn ball boy. We need
Yeah.
consistency, man. That is it. We just haven't. It's been 10 years, fellas. 10 years,
Man, you ain't gotta
fellas.
tell me. You ain't gotta tell me, Bo. That was
Dark
that was
days.
dark days, Bo. Dark days,
When
Bo.
the the
Man,
last
boy.
time the Falcons was winning, my youngest was in the third grade. My dog finna be a senior next year.
What?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But it's
That is
like
crazy.
it's like we can't figure out what we want to be. We either gonna be just trash or we gonna be mediocre. And that's the thing with Atlanta sports. Period. Like we gotta pick one. Because if we gonna be trash, let's be trash. Recruit some assets, get some picks, and do something like that. Or if we gonna be good, let's be good. But we can't be either or. We gotta pick one. And I think finally we can be good and be consistent. If they just hold on to Kevin, let him do what he do. Give him some time, fans. If we don't pop out this year, it's all right. Give him a minute to get his guys in player wise. Give him like 2, 3 years, and then we can make that decision on whether he good or not after year 2 or 3.
As
My
long as
opinion. But
you continuously improving, I'm good with it.
what
But
y'all what y'all think about the quarterbacks after that? I want to talk on these quarterbacks. How do y'all feel about the quarterback situation?
how you feel, George Tech boy?
It's early though, but
Man,
as of right now,
like I stated on my show, this quarterback situation for us Atlanta Falcons, it's a win-win, no matter what. And the reason I say this, Michael Penix win the job. That's what we wanted.
facts.
If Tua win the job, okay, that tell us we could a Jordan Love Michael Penix to where you don't give him a 5th-year option, you give him a 1-year deal. Prove it. Or you move on from Penix and you give Tua the Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones treatment. 2, 3 years, 100 million.
I mean, in today's NFL, that's not a lot.
And
It's not.
if both of them fail, pick a quarterback next year. You can have any type. You want dual threat, you want pocket passer, you want a short quarterback, tall quarterback, black quarterback, white quarterback. It don't matter. You can have the pick of the litter
What you got,
in
Lo?
2027.
I mean, as far as like the whole quarterback situation, I pretty much agree with George Texas boy. It's like the 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 thing that I like the most about this whole situation is that there's a level of continuity. You got two quarterbacks that are left-handed that could thrive in this scheme. which is something that we haven't done. We haven't made decisions that make sense like this in a long time. Like, for example, whenever we took Michael Penix and we made the switch halfway through the year, to go from Penix to Kirk Cousins, or go from Kirk Cousins to Michael Penix, and they asked the coaches, it was like, hey, like, what is there going to be any difference when with a left-handed quarterback, or going from a left-handed to a right-handed, or vice versa? And the coaches looked at the camera and said, no. I mean, it's football at the end of the day. And that right there in itself told me they're not doing their job, right? So moving forward, the fact that you got two left-handed quarterbacks, even though it's a small detail, I feel like it's a good thing. But just like Georgia Texas boy said, whoever you get in there, it's going to be a win-win. Like, I want Michael Penix to win the job, but if it's one of those cases where Tua, who's just seen a whole lot more NFL football, is just ready, and he gives us the best chance to win, then look, we rocking with Tua. But what you think, Doug?
I like that. I like both of y'all points. Me personally, I don't care. As much as I want to stick on one guy and just win me some football games. Just be
Hello.
consistent with the football. Get it to the guy. And I like Tua in a way, because the way Tua gets the ball, like, it's very accurate. But not only the accuracy, they're catchable balls that you can continue on the run, and
Yes.
that is huge for run out the catch for
Yes.
guys like Zacchaeus, Branch. Hopefully Blair can make the team. I was high on Blair these last few years, but I don't know why they won't get a guy a chance. But I know why, because of Zach Robinson and Raheem Morris. But hopefully this regime would give Blair, because we need a bigger guy. We need a bigger guy other than Drake, Pitts, the other receivers. They're like real speedy receivers. But quarterback wise, back to quarterback, whoever can get the job done.
Yeah.
I want to go Penix because he's homegrown. We drafted the guy, so I wanted to work out. You know what I'm saying? We was all for him, but if it's Tua, then let's rock and roll, baby.
Let's rock and roll with it. Look, if you think about it, if they announce that Tua's the starting quarterback, that means that they feel like they got a chance to win. I mean, the fact that they went and got him to begin with.
Hmm.
If it's a situation where Tua's your starting quarterback and Tua stays in there and he plays the first few games, and let's say he goes 3-2, with that schedule that we got, you got a chance to win.
Hmm.
So,
Keep
so
it
it's like,
going.
yeah,
Keep it going.
keep it going,
Anything above 500, keep it going.
keep it going, keep on
The
rolling with
scheme
it.
too. The scheme might fit Tua because of the only specifically the accuracy and on time. Everything got to be like married. Like the run and the pass have to be married, because we're
Yes,
gonna be doing a lot of play action. So everything got to be on point. And I think, like you said, Lo, with Tua's experience, that might be the edge. And then with Mike
exactly.
coming back from the knee injury, which is good for him. Mike, he might not want to, as a competitor, you want to play. Obviously, we all play ball at some point in our lives. We want to compete and be the guy, but sometimes you just got to, take that back seat and just look at it from, and luckily with this situation, Tua is willing to teach him. He's willing to,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? And unlike Kirk Cousins, behind the scenes, Kirk, it was on front sheet that he didn't like the decision of drafting Michael Penix anyway. So, but
Exactly.
I just wish they would have let him take his lumps, and you know what I'm saying. We would have better known what Michael Penix was instead of waiting
But
till the year was
but
damn near over with.
I feel like the last regime messed it up.
Fucked it up.
Okay,
I'm sorry, love. My bad.
Nah, you good, bro?
when Michael Penix finished off that season, no
Uh-huh.
matter what, should have been a quarterback competition.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
that's one of
Coming
the
into
biggest
that
issues that
second
we
year,
have.
should have
That's
been a
what
quarterback competition. This
exactly.
group we got now,
It should have been that when they got Kurt. When they had got Kurt
right,
and they made that
right,
decision to draft him, they should
man.
all
Listen,
that
I'm gonna keep it
800. They
100.
already messed that up.
I'm gonna keep
Go
it a
ahead.
book. They drafted Michael Penix because they didn't want to be in the Shador Sanders sweepstakes the next year. They made sure they was out of there. Oh,
Man. Hey man, we got BR in here. BR, what's going on, Bo?
What's good, BR?
What up? What up?
Rise
What
up.
Good.
So
Nah,
tell
man. I think y'all forget about what Penix did in that rookie year.
look,
Did Penix not
I'm not
already
mad at
do
that
that?
either. I wish
he
Raheem
balled
would have
out
saw
now.
that and Zach would have saw that because it was a lot of under the center. It was a lot of play action. It was a lot of down the field, and they just went away from that completely in year two. It was crazy. But go
Well,
ahead.
okay. Is that a Penix issue or is that a coaching issue?
That's a
To me,
coaching issue.
it just seemed like
Yeah,
there's a whole lot of coaching going on.
All
Everybody's
right,
trying to
we can
blame
barely
Penix,
hear
but
you, BR.
I don't think Penix was the issue.
yeah.
Hey, BR, we can barely hear you, Bo.
You might have to come back in, BR.
Yeah, because I mean, I definitely agree with what he's saying. Like, yes, it was definitely a coaching issue. Like,
1,000%.
Sure.
he looked completely different. Like, just like you said, he was under center, running play action. The throw that got everybody excited was that fourth down pass to Kyle Pitts in DC. That was out. That was out of
Come
play
on
action.
now.
You
Mm-hmm.
know. So it's
Can you
like,
hear me now?
yes, sir.
Yeah, you good now. It's more clear. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Br.
No, outside of Penix getting injured, to me, he the guy. I mean, y'all act like this not a first round pick.
Oh,
There's no way we want
No, we
Tua.
all agree with you. We
The
all agree
last
with
I
you.
time
agree
y'all
with you.
seen Tua for real, he was throwing up gang signs. Okay,
He
y'all
was.
forget. Y'all
Yeah.
talk about Penix injury history. Tua was on the field throwing up all kind of west side, east side, south side. Y'all talk about an injury history. That's not the guy we got to be banking on. I know he's $1 million. He's a good guy to come in on the back end or just in case. Because even if, let's say Penix get injured this year and we got to start thinking about drafting a quarterback, Tua's not going to be the guy. I don't care how good he is. That injury history is too concerning.
I mean, you got a
I
point.
agree with you there.
You got a point there now.
I
Like,
definitely agree with you there.
I mean, because I mean, look, concussions and knees in football, those are two things that you know something. You got a good chance of something happening with it. So, unfortunately, on both sides of the spectrum, like we put ourselves in a, we put ourselves at
Somebody
risk.
saying
Oh, I was wondering what that was in the background.
it?
Georgia Texas boy auditioning for Southern Silk. Look, man, just send me the video, Georgia Texas boy. You ain't got to do it on the show.
No, I agree with you though, but with Penix though, I mean, either or, whoever, to me, like I said, it don't matter. Just win me some games and be consistent. Like that is it. Like
I mean, so what y'all think? I feel like it's one of them situations whenever they brought Tua in. I feel like they told Tua, like, hey, you could take this. This could be kind of a a vacation year for you. You come, you stay healthy. Michael Penix is our guy. That's the guy that we drafted in the first round. And just in case you need to
but
come
Bo,
in,
they ain't drafting him, Bo. You ain't draft Penix, Bo.
yeah, that is true. That is true. I mean, I know the other
Matt
regime
Ryan rocked
drafted him,
Michael
but the
Penix.
Falcons drafted him. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, listen. I, I understand Tua got the veteran experience. I understand Tua got a winning record. But I feel like the team, they want Penix to win the job. That's why I'm glad we finally having a quarterback competition because this is gonna bring out the dog. Michael Penix, you used to challenges. Tua, you used to going against different quarterbacks at Alabama. So it's really like bringing them back to a humble beginning. Now y'all got to go get it out the dirt. May the best man win. And if we really think like, man, shout out to Avian, man. He did a crazy story on tour. Awesome. Amazing. Bruh
Shouts out to
said
Apian, man.
when Tua defense give up less than 20 points, Tua is 32-0.
What?
Damn, I ain't know that. Shit.
Yeah, I did not know that.
I think we got a defense that could do that though. I mean, maybe I don't know. No, I don't know. If we could put it together quick, maybe,
Bruh, I
maybe.
didn't hear that until he did his show. That was my first time ever hearing that about Tua Tagovailoa. that when his defense give up less than 20 points, he 32-0.
But see, the Georgia Texas boy, the thing is that it's kind of like what we were talking about earlier. I mean, we can't just put that on Tua though. Like Mike McDaniel,
Yeah.
he's a really good offensive coach.
I get it.
You
But
know
don't
what I'm
forget the
saying?
talent.
The
Miami,
talent,
look at Miami's wide receiver core. Y'all
exactly.
forgetting? Look
Yeah.
at that
They
running
had
back.
Waddle, they had
And Tua
A-Chain,
had some
they
bad
had
years too now.
Hill.
Not gonna act like
Right.
Tua
So
was taking it
now
up over there.
look at what we got here.
I'm with you.
So,
I'm with you.
so do y'all feel
I
like
mean,
he has better
I'm gonna
weapons
be
here
honest.
or in Miami?
He had faster weapons in Miami.
Miami
Yeah, faster. I say that too. But hold on, real quick though. But I
and
feel like
experience.
in order for us to know this competition, these boys gonna have to play in the preseason, bro. They gonna have to get some live snaps in the preseason. I
Bingo.
don't care about what happened
That's
in
why I wanted
practice.
Raheem Morris
I don't.
fired. That's the reason why I wanted Raheem fired. As soon as he didn't play them boys in the
hmm
preseason, that was the
2 years in
issue.
a
It
row.
wasn't even a competition. Play Penix. Let Penix get some reps in the preseason, brother. I don't
They need
understand that
Penix
live
decision. That was
should have
snaps.
got
stupid.
all the reps in there. If he
All of
wasn't gonna
them.
play Kirk
Both
Cousins,
years.
Penix should have got every snap in
Both years, bro.
preseason. He should have
I don't care about
That
the
exactly.
was
injuries. I
foolish.
don't care about that. Because if Patrick Mahomes, the greatest quarterback, if he can get out there and play, what we talking
Come
about?
on, bro.
What
Tom
we
Brady,
talking about?
Tom
And
Brady
it's
was
proof.
40. Tom Brady was
It's
40.
proof
He was
in
Uh,
40 playing
results
in the
that when you don't play, guys, how many
you
weeks,
got Fridays
how many
off.
week ones have we
You
came out flat? How many week
you
ones have
got a
we came
game
out
on
flat?
Sunday. You got a game on Sunday, and you got Fridays off.
How many
Yeah,
week
I
ones
like
have
what
we
you
came
said too,
out flat,
Georgia.
Lo? It's crazy.
crazy ball.
Georgia Texas boy. I like what you said about the competition. Did y'all see Penix before he got drafted? Did y'all see him in the championships when he played
Yes.
in
Yeah,
college?
Yes.
against Michigan.
Hey, in the heat of the moment, bro. Look it up, man. When y'all get time, Penix was on the bench rapping,
Oh
getting
yeah, I
himself
seen
hyped,
that.
Oh no, no, I
turned
know
up.
that. I know
And this is
that
why I
wasn't
bring
a
it up,
natty
bro.
though. That wasn't a natty though. But I know what game you talking about.
I know, but it still it was in the playoffs. But this
That
my
wasn't a
point
playoff
though.
game either. What? I don't think that
He
playoff
got
game
the
either.
Yeah, I
But
do
go
think it
ahead.
character
was a
that
playoff.
he got the character to where he liked that kind of pressure. So even if the Falcons did have a conversation like, "Hey, you the guy," I hope they did it. I hope they treat him, even if he is the guy. I hope they treat it like there is a real competition because he got that kind of character. When you put his back against the wall, he shines. So
Yeah, he
I
do.
love this pressure. I think we're gonna see a different quarterback. All the conversation, Penix has been seeing the conversation. If you watch his interviews in the offseason, he looked kind of pissed.
He's mature.
The
And
conversations
he's
that he
married. He
had,
a married man too. Married man, mature.
I think
So
we're
he
gonna
ready
get
to
a
take off.
different Penix this year.
Either or good
We're
though.
gonna get a
Whether
different.
it's two
And
or
he's back
Penix,
early.
we good. I feel
He's
like
back early.
whether it's
Remember, he was
two.
supposed to be back week 1. He's already back. That means he been
Mm-hmm.
going hard in recovery, bro. I'm telling you, we're
Facts.
getting a different Penix this year.
I know
He
Mike
said
said,
they've
I
been
mean,
throwing
not
since
Mike, but
March.
Matt. I know Matt said that, he said he's been going at his rehab real tough. Winston, what's going on, Bo? What's going on with you, fam?
What
What's
it do,
going on,
Winston?
fella?
What's going
What's
on with
going
you?
on,
Rise
fella?
up.
What's happening? What's happening?
Man, we can't complain, Bo. We can't complain. Shouts out to Joy in the chat. Hope you're doing good, Joy. Um, the Winston, what are you most concerned with um going into the season?
Concerned or excited?
Concerned. Look, we've been talking. Everybody been talking about everything they're excited about.
All right,
What are you
no
most
problem, no problem.
concerned with?
Uh, well, I mean, you got to go with the quarterback competition, and I think something that a lot of people aren't paying a lot of attention to because it happened within a flurry of move, that right tackle on position, because Jamar Taylor, like he's good as a pass protector. That's not an issue. He's not so good as a run protector, and he's known for getting a a bouquet of flags. See what I'm saying?
We used to that.
So, yeah, but I mean, like if you pay attention, last year we didn't really get a lot of flags. It was more so we were getting flags in the least opportune moments.
That's true too.
That
But
was the issue.
hold on. With the, I'm gonna say this one thing. I'm gonna let you finish. With the offensive line, we got a new O line coach. Do not sleep on that move.
You got the best O line
Yep.
coach.
The best
Callahan.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
So all them penalties,
I'm
the
not against
penalties
that.
might be gone. With a good O line coach, telling you. But go ahead, go finish up.
But I mean, like, all right, how many seasons Jawan Taylor been in the league? What, you going to like his sixth, seventh?
Oh, I could find out. Give me one
I'm
second.
not saying he's the guy. I feel like
No,
it's an
because
open
like,
competition.
and yeah, as it should be, as it should be. Because for me personally, if you're looking at a front runner, the front runner should be Storm Norton in all actuality. But because you traded for Jawan
Mm-mm.
Taylor, he's sitting at the top of the pecking order.
No,
See
he
what I'm
wasn't
saying?
traded. That was a free agent pickup.
Oh,
He's free
that's
agent.
even worse. Because I
Seven
would have left his
seasons.
ass where he was at. I ain't gonna lie to you, I would have left Jawan Taylor where he was at.
Yeah, he been in the
He's an
league 7 seasons.
upgrade, but outside of the penalties, he's an upgrade. He's an average run blocker, but he's an elite pass protector. The problem is his penalties. I want to note too, before he went to the Chiefs and won that ring, because he's a Super Bowl winning right tackle. Before
hmm
that, he had no issues with penalties. It didn't start till he got to the Chiefs.
So all right, so what do you
So
think?
this could
What do you
probably
think was
be
the reason for that?
reversed. Hopefully,
If
what was
if
that?
if if the issue started when he went to the Chiefs, what do you think was the reason for that?
Well, maybe they scheme. Maybe the O line coach wasn't really hands on like he needed to be.
It could have been. It
You
could have
never
been the
know.
terminology. You know, they
Yeah, it could have been
Maybe
a
it's the fact
plethora
that
of
he's on a
things.
dynasty and the refs is looking at him harder. I don't know. You never
Maybe,
We're
know,
not
but I'm
saying
hoping that it can be
we're not
reversed with
saying
that.
he's Joe Alt or we're not saying he's Joe
yeah,
Art
we definitely
or
not gonna say that.
worse. But yeah,
We
but I
definitely
feel like he's serviceable. I feel like he's serviceable. Enough
not.
to hold it
He's
And
down
more
over
than
there.
serviceable. He's
in
more than
all
serviceable.
actuality, that's all you really need is serviceable.
Yeah,
Because you have talent in the other four positions. You have talent, so all you really
I don't
need
know
is
about
serviceable.
Bergeron.
oh my man, Bergeron. I love me some
Hey,
Bergeron.
Bergeron is a dog.
yeah,
I love
hey,
He
me some
is,
Bergeron.
Once
Big
Jawan
Natty,
Taylor,
man.
but
I take Bergeron
versus
over Taylor.
that's true. But y'all gotta look at Bergeron's
Bergeron's a
stats. Like
guard, right?
Bergeron gets beat a lot more than you think he does.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I need him to sharpen up. What year is this low for Bergeron? This
I
year
think
four?
He going
four,
to
I
his fourth.
believe.
Oh,
Yeah, he
Yeah,
going to his fourth.
he needs to be like, I don't need you to wait till week 4 to get it going, my guy. I need you to get it going early. Week 1.
Yeah.
Bergeron,
Now,
looking right at you.
I get the point that you just made, but all right, let's call a spade a spade. Go look at Chris Lindstrom, and he's the best player on the O line by far, right? But when he go up against bigger defensive tackles, he get folded up like a lawn chair.
Yeah.
Man, that's not just an opinion, that's a fact. Go look at when we play Carolina.
Boy,
I seen it. I
When we
definitely
play
seen it.
when we play Carolina, when we play Tampa Bay,
Both
Vita
Miles was
Vea
big versus Carolina.
Vita Vea and Derek Brown give Chris Lindstrom the blues
Yeah,
every time.
they be spanking him. They be spanking him. Derek Brown be
Every time.
spanking him. Not gonna lie on that.
But like now,
But
I
Callahan, like I said, Callahan gonna get them boys right.
yeah, I think Callahan.
yeah,
I'm 1,000% on his. I'm with that.
and
especially
like
a Chris Lindstrom.
with Callahan coming in, I think we'll see improvement year one, but year two is when it's gonna really take off. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got to get some more guys on
I
that
think
line.
Yeah,
yeah, most definitely. But I mean, like you gotta
Hmm
think about it. Like we've been drafting O linemen for the past two drafts. We drafted Jack
We needed to
Nelson
draft one this year because
last
we
year.
just lost Caleb
We,
McGarry.
we did draft him.
But
Hopefully,
I get it. We
I,
only had
I,
5 picks.
like you said, Jack Nelson. Hopefully, Callahan can do something with him. Like,
Yeah.
please, because we're gonna
See
need
like
him.
that
Because Jake Matthews will be retiring in a couple of years. So, if he can get him up to par, maybe we could slide him right in, right there where Jake Matthews was. Maybe hot take. Maybe
that
we'll see.
you never know.
that's where you're gonna see Callahan's biggest coaching job. It's not the starters, it's the backups.
Yeah,
and
but
then the growth
developing.
that their actual development. That's where
That's
you're
been
gonna
our
see
problem.
That's where you're gonna see Callahan hand do the most work at. It's a
So,
development.
Hmm.
Because I mean, like your front five, like for the most part, 9 times out of 10, like who we think will be the starters are gonna be the starters. The only iffy is that right tackle, and if it's Taylor or if it's Storm Norton, I'm cool with either or because I
Center
know
too
we can
now.
get through.
Hold on, Bo.
We,
Center.
we
Center. Okay.
yeah,
I
I
don't
was
think
just
we.
talking about that.
Center
Brock
is
is
an
I
issue.
like. I
I
like.
Man,
don't think right
Brock.
tackle's the issue.
I
I like
was
Hold
Brock
saying
out
on,
of
this since
Miami.
we
yeah,
got him.
y'all
I like
think
I
Brock.
think
Newsom
James man, I think
come on
Brock can
now.
take that job.
yeah, I think Brock
I
might
I
think
don't,
it
be
too.
too.
I don't know. I don't know.
Did you see
I don't
Miami
know.
offensive line last year with
I,
him
I
at the
I'm not
Catalyst?
I'm not negating that at all. I'm not
I agree
negating
with
that
you.
at all. But I put it like this. I think that because we had got so used to what Dahlman was doing on the O line that we underrated what Newser did last year. Now if you go look at Newser, go look at what he did. I think Newser only gave up like 2 sacks all season, if that,
Loser
I
if
though,
don't
that.
know about
in that
that.
run, in that
But his
run,
run game is not good
yeah,
though.
his run game was hurting us. Like we
Yeah,
couldn't.
but
He's been blown up. You got to
what
think.
is
You
what is
go
Bill
ahead.
Callahan's specialty as the offensive line coach? What is his specialty?
Oh
It's
yeah,
the
like he
run
gonna
game.
get. Yeah, he gonna
I'm
get that
saying,
run game
yeah, the
right.
run game. Yeah, you're right though. You're right about that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It could. Whoever, but I like Brock because I saw what he did at Miami with that running game they had over there. Don't we got
Brock,
Bijan?
Brock a dog,
And
bro. That's what I'm saying.
and
Like those are
Tell
good. Don't get me
man,
wrong, but
listen.
Brock is a dog,
He's
bro.
already a dog. You don't have to teach him.
That's what I'm
That's
saying,
that
what we're
bro.
saying. Plug and
that
play.
Bijan
this is
eating
what
regardless.
this is what I will say towards that because you could see Brock unseat Newsom because what Newsom going into what year 3 or year 4.
I think this year a four for News. Are you
Hmm.
Now, I
low? What you
think I
think?
think it
Three?
is
Four.
year 4 because I think he sat 2 behind Dogman and then yeah because his second season he played a couple of games when Dahman got hurt, and then
Yep.
Dahman went to Chicago, and then Newton started last year. So yeah, he
Hmm.
going in year 4.
Yep.
So in all actuality, if he can unseat Dahman as he started, it's better for us because we ain't playing Brock that much.
At
We paying
all.
him
He
10 million.
undrafted
And
He
rookie.
it's the
he was on
last year.
he was
That's
undrafted.
still.
And it's the
Yeah,
last
he was
year
undrafted.
Dahman contract anyway.
See what I'm
And
saying?
if
So
he works,
so
we can get
so
And
off of
remember,
Newsom. We can get
Newell
off of
signed a
Newsom. Save some
2 year.
money.
Newell signed a
right.
2 year,
What I mean,
$9 million last year. So this is the last year of his contract anyway.
that's what I'm saying. So like with that, you could see the switch at center. If that would happen, I'm perfectly fine with it. Now, um, my other concern would be the quarterback competition because you have 2 factors, right? All right, it's either A, do you want to see what you have in Penix before you make the decision to go draft a quarterback or go get a quarterback in free agency next year, or
I think they have to
do
see. I think they have
You
to
kind
see
of
what he
got
got.
to. You
He
kind of
got no
got
or
to.
choice.
that
They would be foolish
that's
not to.
that's why I'm leaning. That's why I'm leaning. But I mean, like at the same time, you got two for free. Now, me personally, I would prefer to see Pennant because of financial ramification. Because if you look at it like this, all right, so we got Tua for free because Kirk Cousins signed with the Raiders. All right, so their contract basically cancel each other out. So you got Tua for free. All right, but if Tua wins the starting job and let's say we go to the playoff, let's say we go win a game in the playoff, Tua money from Miami runs out this year. All they owed him was the 54 million. So if Tua sit there and he wins the starting job and he get us to the playoff, we go where we hoping to go, right? If that's the case, Tua's going to go get big money. Now
Yeah.
is it coming from the
Yeah.
Falcons? Is it coming from the Falcons or is it coming from somewhere else? Because if we re-sign him, which 9 times out of 10, like if we go to the playoff, let's say we go to the playoff and we win a game. If we resign to it, if we win a game, 9 times out of 10, we're gonna resign to it because you want to keep the cohesion together. You
I
you
agree
done
with that,
been through
Bo.
you've been through quarterback purgatory for long enough You want to keep the cohesion together. All right. Well, if you spending
Right.
that quarterback salary money, what did that mean for the rest of the cap? Because you got to look at it. Jesse Bates contract come to an end after the season. Diablo
Drake,
contract
Bijan,
come. Diablo contract come to an end.
Pitts.
Bijan contract come to an end. You got to make a decision on Pitt. Hopefully, we get London contract done this offseason. Um,
I
Zach
think
Harrison contract come to an end.
I think it's
Like,
one of those
Walker
situations
coming up
where
too in a
I think
couple of
it's one of
years,
those
and
situations
Pierce.
where I think it's one
well,
of
you
those
got 2 years for that.
situations. I think it's one of those
Okay.
situations where it doesn't really matter if unless Tua comes in and takes us to the Super Bowl. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna dedicate a lot of money to Tua. If they do re-sign him, it'll be one of those cases where it'll be very team friendly.
Yeah,
But
it'd be like
the
like
their la-
two
But
the
hold on,
last
years.
bro.
thing
But
the
hold on,
last
bro.
thing that they
But
want to do is put
You don't
themselves
think this
in
could
that
be a
situation.
Viking situation? A 2.0 Viking situation with this with Sam
hell
Darnold?
no, no,
I don't know.
no.
I really don't. I feel like
No,
you
I'm just
got to
saying. I'm
look.
saying in hindsight, if if he like brother said here, if he take us and win the playoff game, like what if he do that? We let
You're
him
not gonna.
go get some money, and
Mhm.
then he go take that team to the Super Bowl.
No,
That's what
because you
that will
you
happen to the Falcons.
you had to look at the difference between the Falcons situation and Minnesota's situation. Minnesota was already going to the playoff with Kirk Cousins. They were used to the playoff.
Exactly.
We haven't seen the
Yeah, that's
playoff in
true.
9 years.
That's true.
So if Tua is the one to lead us to the playoff, you're gonna keep Tua here. Now, 9 times out of 10,
Yeah,
he probably get a 3-year deal that's front loaded, where the third year is voidable. That's 9 times out of 10. That's probably what end up happening
But
because you
but
you
but
still you still have to worry about the risk, the injury risk. So 9 times
true.
out of 10, it probably be a 3-year
exactly.
deal, right? But at the same time, though, you're not paying actual quarterback money right now. Now, if Penix wins the competition and Penix get us to the playoff, all right, you still have Penix on his rookie contract for next season, and you have the 5th year option for Penix. That'd be the first time you would have actually sit there and pay quarterback money in 2 years from now.
Yeah,
See what I'm
and
saying?
that's
So
what I'm
I
saying.
agree
I
with
feel
you.
like it's
That
one
is
of
a
those
better.
situations
That's a
where
better.
it'll be it's fiscally more responsible to roll with Penix or to
Yeah,
just
but we
go
done
ahead
this
and get another
before.
quarterback.
We did this before. Y'all want to do that again? Well,
But
Ritter,
hold on,
we did this with Ritter and
what
Mediota.
media,
Ritter?
And how that
Hold
work
on.
out?
Hold on.
How did that work
Ritter
out?
was Ritter was exactly what Ritter was supposed to be. That's the issue. The
trash.
fans, the,
Bridge.
you got to
No,
think
no,
about it.
no. But
Uh, Ritter was drafted in the third round. He was drafted in the third round and was given the keys his second year. All right. For one, like how many third round quarterbacks you really see take off outside of Russell Wilson?
I mean, you're
When
right
the
about
last time you
that.
seen a
That's
third
true.
round quarterback really take off?
That's true.
But because
People
because the
and
fan
Hold on,
base
Dak
was
hold
so
Prescott.
on, hold
Dak
hold on,
Prescott.
hold on, y'all. I got Cowboy in here. Cowboy, what's going on, Bo?
Hey, what's going on?
Man, we can't hear
Cowboy.
you,
what's
man.
happening?
You
Hey,
doing all
man,
right?
chilling,
What's
chilling,
going
chilling,
on,
chilling.
Cowboy?
Hey, man, y'all know how I do. I'm pulling up
What's
like I
going
always
on?
curve.
Rise up, brother.
Hey,
Coming to
man,
the
I appreciate.
street, rise
Hey,
up.
hey, uh, helicopter in the back. I know you probably just got home, just pulled the helicopter up.
Yeah, yeah, I appreciate you lending me your copter, man. You know what I mean? I was trying to relish in the moment. You know what I mean? I was trying to hold the pilot up, and he said, "No, man, you got
Okay. I hear you, Cowboy. I hear
Cow-
you,
yeah,
bro.
Cowboy
you
said.
saved me to drop
Cowboy
you
said,
off.
share,
That's
share
it.
in the can.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I appreciate you lending me your top on my birthday. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Oh man.
And then
That's
you treated me out to the roof steakhouse too. So I mean, I appreciate that, man. I ain't
uh,
had no money for no steak.
Hey,
I'm
Cowboy,
sorry.
how old you turn? 25?
Shit.
21.
Man, I
21?
can't
Today
even
was the first. Today was the first time he could buy liquor
Oh,
legally.
look,
man,
look, now
I
you can
can't
drink
even
that
think
liquor
that low.
legally.
He doing it big in the helicopter.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for showing up too, man. That was crazy. I love that. I mean, that turned out better than I thought it was.
What's that?
That live was crazy.
What live?
Yeah, I did a live show. I started at 8:30.
Oh man, I didn't do much, no, brother.
But yeah, man. Man. Look, I had so many people show up on that thing, man. That just showed because it was one of those shows I didn't have no real subject to talk about. I didn't want to do like a specific subject to talk about. But we talked about some of everything, man. But man, that show it turned out better than I expected. Let's put it like that. Better than I expected.
Man, that's cool, man. Yeah, that's cool. Glad
That's all
folks
right.
came by and showed some love to you. But if I would have known, I would have jumped on them.
I knew you. Yeah, you said your show was right after mine. I mean, well, no, you actually came on while I was on. So,
okay.
Yeah,
man, my bad. I didn't even know, Bo.
Yeah, you all good.
Man.
You all good. Your phone call was enough, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Yeah,
look, man.
Yeah.
Look, man. You know how we rock, man. I got to check up on my people now.
Sure enough. I was telling people on the platform, man. I was like, yeah, man, because like I met some friends on, doing this podcast, this content creator thing, man, and like I got like 2 or 3 of them that like really consistently, like like clockwork, just call and check on me, just see how I'm doing. So it's much appreciated, brother.
That's it, man. Oh, look, man, look, I'm one of those people. I believe that whenever you just chilling, you doing something, and something just comes up, like somebody comes into your heart, somebody comes on your heart. That's a sign. You need to call and check up on them, or send them a text, or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you imagine like how that makes that person feel, like makes people feel appreciated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, because man, you get my age, you start forgetting stuff, man. And if you don't do it right there, you gonna forget it. My wife would tell you that, but she was like, "That don't can't remember nothing." But
man, boy, look at here, boy.
Except when it comes to them Falcons, that's the only time he remembers something.
Look how what so you was watching earlier whenever I was going through my theory. And I don't know if y'all seen it while I was talking about it earlier. I was talking about the thing I'm most concerned about is the defense.
Right.
And basically I was saying that we got used to a good defense last year.
Right.
57 sacks and rookie with 10 sacks, and we're seeing all these interceptions, and everybody ain't going to the bathroom whenever we Falcons on defense no more, because something might actually happen. And I was saying that I don't know if that's going to be the same case this year. And Georgia Texas boy and Doug, they also acknowledged that. Look, I mean, there might be a continuity issue there. There's a few people got changed out. Now, what you think about that, Cowboy?
Well, I think it's a plus side for us that this defense is going to look different personnel wise. Because like last season, not a whole lot of people, coaches have tape on any of those guys. You know what I mean? So they don't know what to expect from them. They didn't know the tendencies of JPJ. They didn't know the tendencies. They sure enough didn't know the tendencies of Divine Diablo. And then Caden Ellis just fed off of it. So I mean, but the defense, man, that front trench, they're actually what dictated what we did last season. What they did in the season, they held the gap, they contained the gap, they got the pressure on the quarterback, and that enabled JPJ, Jalen Walker, Caden Ellis, Divine Diablo, all of them they fed off of each other. And my thing is this coming season, with all the increased speed that we got, and I'm gonna share this too. I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but if you take away all of the linemen, the trench guys, the average speed on this team, not just the defense, the offense, but on this team is 4 or 5. So that's pretty doggone fast.
That's out of 2016.
So I'm looking at this team as they're getting back to that team. Remember all those picks we used to have when it came, everybody was like, man, we need an interception right now. And lo and behold, somebody come up with one.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for that from this team here, and even better. Especially with the speed, especially with Harold Perkins, Kendall Daniels. I think them guys, man, gonna actually help us step up. And Troy Anderson, it's the same way with this quarterback decision we got, right? If it don't work out with Troy Anderson, we got Harold Perkins, we got Kendall, back there ready to take over if it don't work. But oddly enough, and I went back and looked at it, Troy Anderson is actually pretty doggone good against the 12 and 13 personnel.
Oh yeah, he a dog now.
Yeah.
You just can't stay healthy.
Yeah, you gotta be on the field to play good.
Yeah, that's the point that I was making earlier. Yeah, Got to be on
Is
that
he even
field.
out there? Is he even out there at OTAs? Has anybody even seen
Ah, yeah,
Troy
I hadn't
Anderson?
hadn't even seen him.
He,
I,
he not even
I
out there
don't
at OTAs.
Yeah,
I don't think you
Yeah,
can
but
see
He on the
Troy
we got
Anderson
sideline.
until training camp.
yeah. I'm looking for him
But
now.
we
why is
also got
he?
Christian
Why is
Harris
he
on the
not out
D.
there now? He's
Yeah,
been out since how long?
it's
How
been a
long
couple
Yeah,
has
but
years.
at
Troy
the
Anderson been out?
It's been a couple
you
years, and
gotta
he
look
got
at
hurt last year.
you gotta look at it though. Like, all right, think about how many times Troy Anderson has gotten hurt,
Hmm.
right? All right, you've seen flashes of what he's able to do. Because I mean, people forget the last game that he played for us, he was defensive player of the week.
He balled out until
Yeah, he
Arthur
balled
Smith
up.
put him on special
He played
teams like an
he
idiot.
played the same. Yeah, then he got hurt. All right, now um from that, like, with the amount of inside linebackers that we have,
Yeah,
you don't like. Yeah, you want them out there, but at the same time, I don't really want to rush it. I'd rather you be out there for training camp than what we're doing right now.
yeah,
Yeah, think about how many inside linebackers we brought in. We brought in Christian Harris,
hmm
Kendall Perkins, Kendall.
Knees.
You
Daniels
got
too. Don't forget about Daniels.
Kendall,
Oh
Kendall,
my bad. Oh
and
yeah, Kendrick is right there.
you
yeah.
got Kendall Daniel, and then you got Tyndall from Miami. You got Christian Harris from the Texans. You got Harold Perkins from LSU.
Mhm.
Like, you have a bevy of inside
Don't forget
linebackers right
Jalen
now.
Walker.
That yeah, and Jalen Walker going to flex around there too. You got D'Angelo Malone back, and
Mhm.
he moved to the inside linebacker room last season. So like
Oh,
you
we got
have
D'Angelo
enough
back. I thought he was
to
gone.
Yeah,
no, we brought it
You
back,
got
but like
Ojulari.
you have enough. Well, Ojolaya is, but
So AK
you
gone
have
though. AK gone though.
yeah. He got, yeah,
AK
he
going
gone.
to he going to Philly.
Okay.
Yeah, he going to Philly. But you
He,
have
he's
more
in
than
Philly.
enough inside.
Yep.
Yeah, he
Damn.
in Philly. You got enough inside
yeah.
linebackers to do this stage of the programming anyway. And plus
Yeah.
without Troy out there, they give more opportunity and rep for the rookies that came in. So I mean, like, as long as
So
he's ready
Pass
for
rush ain't gonna be an
training
issue.
camp, yeah, as long as he's
We
ready
ain't
for
worried about
training
pass
camp,
rush.
that's the biggest thing.
Who said
I
I
that?
mean,
mean, pass rush.
I don't expect him to do nothing. I'm gonna just keep it all the way. I don't expect him to really do much. That's just me personally.
Who,
But I got a question for the
Troy?
panel though. I got a question for the whole panel. I want everybody to answer. Starting off with low. Okay, who outside corner outside of AJ right now? Who who y'all got as an early guy pick for y'all?
Mike
Who y'all
Hughes.
got? Any guy
Hughes.
who use?
That
You
second
think
round
Hughes
pick
gonna
got to
stick
work
here?
out.
Unless baby Pro beat
Terrell
him
supposed to
out.
work out for us.
Unless baby Pro
I
beat him
want
out,
Avion
I
to
don't
be
think it's
it,
huge.
but I want Avion to start out there.
Me
But
too.
no,
I want to see what Kobe does. I want to see what he does.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I
I
Kobe.
ain't
think
gonna
he
lie.
earned that
Yeah, I
right.
Yeah.
forgot about old Kobe.
Yeah, I think he earned that because and I'm strictly going on not just his reputation that he had in college, but how he played. Um, what's the name of
Evanston.
down there in Tampa? He got abused down there in Tampa, but he
He was
held his
Mike
right there.
ground down there against.
He was right
yeah,
there.
that's Mike Evans though.
And
Everybody get about
Exactly.
him.
That's
yeah,
Mikey. Exactly.
Mike Evans gives a handful for everybody. So, but like I said, that's probably a learning experience for him. I'm pretty sure it
Hmm.
was. And it was a
What about
short.
Avion in the slot?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm cool with
So,
Avion in the slide
See,
all
like,
day.
that's
That's
what I
probably where he
want.
gonna have to go.
Because it looked like
Cause
No,
Billy
Tampa
not
no,
gonna
gonna be. I
pick a
don't think
receiver.
Billy
no,
gonna be
no,
ready.
no. He can
Oh
play
no,
outside.
man.
He most
Man, him
definitely can
with
play
Billy
outside.
Bowman was feisty.
I like it. Yeah, I like
But
Billy
I
Bowman.
don't think he's
I
gonna be
think he
ready
gonna be
though.
situational, brother.
I don't think he's gonna be
look,
ready.
if
Yeah, I
if
don't think he's gonna be ready.
you want to turn this defense on his head, you take Avion and you play him in that star role like what's the boy
Branch.
Seattle. Not like
Branch,
Seattle.
yeah, RG.
Devin
Come on, Witherspoon.
Witherspoon.
what was it? Devin Witherspoon. Like, you play him in that exact same role. If you want to turn this defense on his head, you play him in
Yeah,
that exact same
I can
role,
see
and
that.
then you make your decision out of what do you want from your second corner. You want a physical on corner, all right, then it's Mike Hughes. You
Yeah.
want tall, rangy with speed, then you go CJ Henderson. You
Yeah.
want rangy
Ooh, I like
technician,
Henderson.
yeah, you want rangy technician, then that's where you go with Kobe.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you want to turn the defense on his head, put Avion and let him play exactly like Devin Witherspoon.
I don't want to see Mike Hughes. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I
I
don't want to
cool
see
with
him.
Mike
My,
Hughes, man.
Look, if
Like,
Mike
any one
ain't
of
bad.
these guys,
Mike ain't
if
bad at
We
Bowman,
all.
want to see him.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's
yeah, but
just
if
2 seasons
Bowman,
in a row. He don't have that same neck injury.
yeah, yeah, if
Yeah.
Bowman and Terrell Henderson, if any, even Hall, if any of these guys show any kind of upside like that, like they can get in that spot, Hughes won't be here. It'll definitely be a business decision with him because
yeah, I can see that.
it'll be about money with him
Yeah.
because he is up in age and I forgot what his contract calls for, but he is another one of those guys that was on that bubble of is he making too much?
Dead cap,
Yeah.
2 million
No,
and
I,
with
I,
Right hand.
86.
Say again.
It's like every time I turn on the tape, he getting beat though. And I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
really, I don't
Well,
really like it.
that game against
Don't
Seattle
forget about Clark
sealed it
Phillips.
for me.
I
Oh, yeah.
think
I
Clark
don't think
Phillips
Clark's
might be
making the
Already
gone.
team.
gone.
Hot take.
I don't think he
He
gonna make
already
it.
gone, isn't he? Or he on
Work done.
no,
practice.
Now
he's
he
still
out there. He was out there at
he
OTAs,
got
but I don't think he's making the
he
team.
got yeah he got hurt last
Man,
season. But
did y'all
go
see what the NFL told the NFL told the 32 teams? Like, it
Mhm.
ain't no more waiting until September to trim your roster down from 90 to 53. You got to do it on the 31st.
I
Oh
saw
yeah,
that.
they did move it up.
Oh,
They
of
moved it up.
August?
31st of
Yeah,
Damn.
Yep.
August. Yeah.
they moved it up.
That's like right after the last preseason game, right?
Yeah,
So
Yep.
that means they got to play. Like we was talking earlier, Lo. They gonna have to play that
I,
preseason.
yeah.
look, who
That's
said that?
good.
BR, did you say that? That's the reason why Raheem Morris is gone now?
That's the reason
Because I'm
why I
playing new
wanted him
play.
gone.
Oh,
As
that's
soon
the
as he
reason why
made
you
that
want him to come.
decision, get him out.
bro, bro, last year during the preseason, I'm sitting here like y'all don't see this. Like, and
Yeah,
then the fact of the matter is the man had a nerve to get smart with D. Orlando Ledbetter. Like, yeah, I'm not
yeah,
playing though. You need to stop asking
yeah.
me that question. And not in the words of all of our grandmothers, now look at you. Look at you done messed around, not gonna
And,
get smart with everybody about not playing starters in the preseason. You lost
mhm,
both game ones
yeah,
going into
yeah.
the season
the both,
because
the
they ain't
both,
ready.
same way, same way.
Same way. Exact same way. Because
Mhm,
they ain't ready. We can't score no points offensively. There ain't
yeah.
no continuity. And we go into the season, we don't start even looking relatively
Have we scored
continuity
over 10
until week
points?
4.
Have we scored over
Exactly.
10 points? The last 2, 3 home games. Have we
I,
scored over 10? That's a question for the panel. Have we
I
scored
think
10
we
points?
did.
Yeah.
Do we got a kicker?
Oh no, I'm tripping. Last year we played all right with Mike.
Yeah, we got the what's the
yeah
guy's name?
we got Nick
Yeah,
we got Nick
yeah,
Falk
Yeah, we
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 got
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 Nick
Nick
two of
Falk
the
Falk.
from the
best in the
Jets.
league.
Oh yeah, the old guy. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know
we
how
got
the Falcons are. We
two of
get
the
an
best
old
in the
kicker,
league.
boy.
Hey,
That's when we
man, he
go to
might
the
be
Super Bowl.
Brian time.
Yeah,
I sure hope so.
we go to the
Yeah,
Super
Hey,
Bowl. Them old kickers
hey,
now.
yeah,
listen.
Nah,
And in
he's nice. He's
2016,
consistent.
we went after Chris Chester, and right now we went after Jawan Taylor. Then we drafted a bunch of linebackers in 2016. We drafted a
yeah.
bunch of linebackers in this draft.
And a corner too.
I
We
mean,
had guy
hey,
Brian
Brian
Poole.
hey,
Poole at
yo,
Yep,
that undrafted.
undrafted free agent.
And
Mhm.
Jalen Collins. They ended up after two front got hurt.
uh-huh.
Man, Taylor
Listen,
Collins,
hey,
boy.
look, this is why I want Penix to get the start. We can't have Tua start, man. We got to see what we got in Penix. If he get hurt or he don't play well this year, all right, it's
Mhm.
time to move on. We got to make business decisions.
Yeah,
What you think,
he got
Cowboy?
to come
We
back.
ain't
He
heard
got
from
to come
Cowboy
back.
with the fifth quarterback.
Yeah, what you think about the quarterback situation, Cowboy? Because somebody mentioned earlier they was like, y'all think we need a Brett Favre Penix? I like,
Yeah.
dang, gum.
Now the thing about Penix, man, look, I'm team Penix, but I want Penix to come back healthy. I don't want no question marks about him being healthy. I would rather start Tua than sit there and have him derail. You know what I mean? His comeback because like I'm gonna go with the younger guy with the big arm who got just his accuracy just as good. And but he got to come back healthy. I don't want him to risk getting hurt I know he's a young guy. People think that he can bounce back, but at the same time, when you have those type of injuries, multiple injuries on and multiple surgeries on the same body part, things kind of go south on you. You know what I mean? Trust me, I know.
No, this is first injury on this leg.
Yeah, but it's the same type of injury on you know, on his legs, on the lower part of his body, the stuff, the area that he needs those legs. It's just like there's a question mark around Tua's hips, you know, which I don't question anyway. But the man been playing golf all season, so I'm not questioning his hips. You know, I mean, any sport, golf is one thing.
His head.
Say again?
His head. That's the big question.
Yeah, that's
I'm questioning the head. I ain't worried about the hip. I'm worried about his head.
Yeah, but either one of them, man, I'm game on having Tua or Penix. To me, if Bill Callahan does what he's supposed to do with this front line, man, we ain't gonna have to worry about Tua getting hurt or Penix taking a hit on his legs or whatever. I mean, both of them gonna take a sack. I mean, it's a part of football, but at the same time, this offensive line is gonna be far better than what Tua had up in Miami or what we've had in the past. We even went out and signed. Not saying he's the answer, but we signed a guy, what was it, yesterday from Wisconsin, 6'8", 330-something pounds.
What, a tackle?
Yeah, Riley Mulham from Wisconsin.
I don't know nothing. I didn't know nothing about that cowboy.
He a big old boy, but he development though. But he can come in. The plus size to him is he plays both tackles. Tackle spot, and if you ask him nicely, he'll go and play. He'll play a little bit of guard.
Plus, he's one of these 6'8".
Yeah, he's 6'8". 6'8".
That joker probably got feet like a public, so that joker probably got a big old.
Yeah, he a big old boy. And now he needs some developing though. He needs some developing, but he got Bill Callahan. So
that's it.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes that's coaching is all what you need.
That's it. Was you talking about coaching?
Wait a minute. The Giants had 3 Achilles injuries today.
Damn.
Yeah, they had the bus coming out of it.
Dang.
That's what I was saying about the wide receiver room too. Why I think we need to go find another number one. Because we saw what happened to Drake last year. You know what I mean? When he went out, drop
off.
Up, but at the same time, the offensive production fell off. You know what I mean? But we got to find somebody to back up Kyle Pitts. And I don't think Jahan Dotson. I mean, not Kyle Pitts. Drake London.
I agree with you.
Jahan Dotson could do that.
I don't think Jahan Dotson can step into that one spot. I don't think that. Zachariah Branch. I mean, we don't know. We really don't.
Nope.
But right now, we don't have another receiver that can step up into that spot.
I mean, you're right about that.
Yeah, you ain't lying about that.
Jahan or Alameda. I mean, that's pretty much it. And look, I mean, it's well documented. I wanted George Pickens before. But
on George Pickens, what are you willing to give up though, Lo?
Oh no, I ain't trying to trade for him. I wanted to. I was hoping that he would become a free agent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully, he goes through free agency this year going forward, and we could get him next year. But
I like Pickens too.
Yeah, I ain't really trying to trade nothing for him. I'd rather just wait and just hope we make it through the year okay this year before I trade for him.
Now, if we're gonna wait, if we're gonna play the waiting game, I'm hitting the draft. I'm going to get baby Julio.
But he going number one though. He going number one. He going number one.
Yeah, he going high.
If we're gonna wait, we're gonna have like 12 draft picks next year, if not more, if we don't trade them away. We're gonna have some draft picks and collateral to make some
Cowboys out here trying to.
But ain't nobody letting us move up to get him.
Julio.
That much is true.
We did do that. I don't know if you can have two number ones just financially on the team like that. Like, y'all think money wise that could work with Jeremiah?
He gonna be a rookie. We ain't gonna have to worry about money for a couple of years.
Yeah, you have to worry about money for 5 years. Ain't tell what the salary is gonna be then.
Yeah,
that's true. And that's gonna be after the Drake guy's contract.
Look, I ain't gonna lie.
Speaking of what you're saying right now, this year is a foundational year. So Falcons fans, please don't get y'all hope up, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
This is the year. Maybe we make it to the playoffs, but if we don't, remember, this is foundation.
Don't jump
Next
off.
year,
Same
we're going
thing.
to add, and by year 3, I'm giving Stefanski 3 years. By year 3, I expect us to really be contending.
Now
And we,
look,
Maybe
and we
even year
still,
2.
if he
If,
come out here
depending
doing
on what's
some
going
of
on.
stuff now, I'm gonna call it out, y'all. I'm sorry. Like if it's a situation where he just coming out here and he's doing Arthur Smith type behavior, Raheem Morris type behavior, because everybody was like, "Hey, Lo, why are you so tough on Arthur Smith? Like you got to give him time to develop. Like, Bo, like we're gonna be set. Look, I don't know if y'all realize this, but July 10th, that's forever. That's Arthur Smith Day.
yeah.
Because 7 to 10 every year. Every year. Arthur Smith goes 7 to 10.
Oh my!
That's
Right.
Arthur Smith Day from now until the cows come home. So everybody was like, "Hey,
Smith
Lo,
going to give him a ring, man.
man, shoot, look,
Y'all see them Steelers? They're looking good.
nah, he at Ohio
He's not with
State.
them no more. He with Ohio State.
He gone.
Oh, he
He
left?
going back to
Yeah, he
college.
Ohio
Yeah,
State.
he going back to college.
Yeah.
You think Mike McCarthy is gonna let him run his offense?
But
Absolutely
you know
not.
what? He might get a ring with Ohio State though. Real talk.
Yeah.
Nah, Bama, baby. We're
Yeah,
not letting
man.
happen this year.
See, Doug. See, I thought you were good people. See, bless your heart.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot of. It's a lot of Bama
Hey,
Falcon fans.
You
It's a
messed
lot
up
of
that
us.
one, Doug. See,
It's a lot of us.
You was on the right path, Doug. You was on the right path.
how
Go
tall is
dogs.
Ryan Williams?
Yeah.
Nah, I just playing with you, man.
Hey, how big is Ryan Williams?
Oh, you
Ryan
like
is
6 foot?
he's like 6'1", I think.
I,
6 foot.
I want Nick Harbor.
Okay.
You talking
Hey.
about Baby Julio, Nick Harbor all day.
Nick Harper.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
a
Out of
fact.
where?
I take that.
Out of South Carolina.
Ain't he a tight end?
Yeah. I
No,
take
He
him
a
too.
tight
No,
end.
he's a
like
wide
one.
receiver.
He looked like one. He's 6'5",
Oh, so they must
240.
have moved him.
6'5",
Yeah, they moved
240.
him. He was a tight end coming out of high school.
Yeah, he wide
And he
receiver
run
now.
track.
Yes, sir.
And he run track.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Fast.
Yeah. I take him too.
Yeah, you talk about Baby Julio? Yeah.
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 But you see, either one of those guys, man. If we played a waiting game with this wide receiver core, I take either one of them. Well, I mean, before I go out and spend a whole bunch of money, that that could possibly
True.
get us back. We're gonna have to pay Bijan and Drake, man, big time.
Oh yeah.
And Drake
Yeah.
gonna command at least almost 30. At least
Bijan gonna get the bridge truck.
Oh yeah.
Then, yeah.
I think Drake is gonna get 30. Like I don't see us doing. I don't see him coming in no less than like 32. To be honest.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with the 30. Because at first I was saying
Yeah,
27, 29, but
Yeah, it sounds good. It sounds good.
now look,
Wishful thinking.
if he comes in and produce like he's been doing, oh yeah, he gonna get 30. Because you gotta remember this guy, Drake, has been producing even with bad quarterback play.
Horrible
So, I mean,
quarterback.
you gotta keep that man. Even when he was hurt, he was still producing. So either pay him now
He the
or pay
only
later
thing
when you
producing.
lose.
So y'all realize Drake was the number 5 wide receiver on PFF last year?
He was number 5.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What they got him at this year? They
Bro,
put it out.
listen.
Yeah, they didn't
Before
put the
his
pre-
injury, Drake led the league in touchdowns and 100-yard games before he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Drake is really like that. A
Like
lot
that,
of people don't be giving him his flowers because of the quarterback situation. But if we can get that quarterback
But remember who was
situation
throwing him that ball?
handled.
It's not
Let that time
even
pass, y'all.
that. It's not even
Remember
that.
who was throwing
why
that
they
man that
don't.
ball?
What you talk about?
It's not-
Mike.
Yes, sir.
Oh, me personally, I don't know
Oh,
whoever it is.
Mike got.
And to speak on Michael Penix and Drake, just like y'all said with bum quarterbacks, every quarterback Drake played with, he never averaged more than 60 yards a game.
Yeah.
With Michael Penix,
Hello.
92 yards a game.
Did somebody hit the
Y'all seen
hello?
that? Y'all seen that Pacers game?
Hello.
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 Yeah, he had 3 TDs.
Dart
He
Miles
got-
said he
he-
only had 2 drops in 2 seasons.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't
See,
realize.
that's my gripe with
Hey, that man.
He's a
that's my gripe
dog.
with Cam Newton. Because Cam Newton put his
And
list
here's
out
another
there.
thing too.
Oh, I'm
Go ahead,
sorry.
Cowboy.
Go ahead, Cowboy.
No, that's my gripe with Cam Newton. When I see him, I'm gonna pull up on him because look, Cam Newton put his list out there, and guess what? Drake not even on the list. Not even on the list. And
What,
hold up,
top
he wasn't
five?
the only one because the commentators didn't even have him on as an honorable mention, not even in the top 15.
He wasn't in the
So they
top
didn't even have him in
15.
the
You
honorable.
can't name Todd. You can't name 5 receivers better than Drake right now.
This was
Right
last
now.
year. This was last year. And right
hold on.
right now they gave him some love. I think they got him at number 7 or something like that.
Hold on. So name me 5. Name me 5.
Name 5 that's better than Drake right now.
I'll name you 3. I can go Jamar, Jefferson, and Puka. Now I'll give you 4.
J
Jefferson,
J
Puka,
J
Jansen, and Jamar. Did I say Jamar already?
Pick
Jamar,
Pick
Jefferson.
Pickens.
Pickens not better than Drake.
Nope. Pickens is better than Drake.
I don't know
I'm
about
Pickens
sorry.
not
that.
better than
Yeah,
Drake.
Pickens
Hey,
is
look.
almost. Pickens is almost.
Let me stop being a fan. Let me stop being a fan. It's
Why
close.
you got
It's
Pickens
close.
but not CD?
That's what
Drake,
I was just been saying. Then
Oh,
what about
CD out there
CD
too,
now?
though.
Drake is more
Yeah.
reliable than Pickens, but Pickens as a wide receiver is better than Drake. See that's why
Pickens folded last year.
see like
Pickens had some
that's
games last year where he
Strictly
folded.
talent. Strictly talent. Yeah, you might be right with that. Yeah.
And the thing it was
you said
too.
Pickens.
Drake,
Pickens had like 1,300 yards last year, like double digit
As a
touchdowns.
2.
Like Pickens was
Yeah,
balling
As a
as a
2.
2,
yeah.
Now,
as
The
a
what
2,
Cowboys
Yeah.
offense was
not even as a
what
1.
outstanding,
about
but
Amon Ra?
Pickens.
Drake was
Man,
on pace
he
for
was
that
hooping.
before
He was
injury.
hooping. He was hooping.
Look
Yeah,
at the
What
individual
what about
games.
Amon Ra?
There was a game George Pickens folded. I think it was against the
Amon
Lions.
I
Ra.
think Drake.
he
I
just
think Drake
won.
is better than Almond.
I put Drake and Amon like on the same level. I put them on the same level. I think Drake I
Drake is just
think
a
Drake
bigger
has the
Amon.
I think Drake has the potential to be a better wide receiver than Amon, but as of right now, I think they're on the same level.
I
Yeah.
think Amon Ra got Drake right now, as of today.
Yeah, I'm a ride with Drake too. I done seen Drake
You
do
know
this
why y'all
versus
say that though?
whoever cornerback y'all got for him. I done seen him demolish whoever cornerback y'all got.
And see, that's the
Gonzalez, I done
thing.
seen him do it to him. Go ahead,
I'm
carry
not
on.
I'm not
Drake faces more number one
I'm not
quarterback than the rest
negating
of these
that.
guys too.
You say
Drake
Cowboy?
faces
What was
more number one cornerback than the rest of these guys. The only one that
One
like
on
really
one, I
consistently
got
Yeah.
face
Drake
number
all
one
day.
overall quarterbacks is probably CD Lamb. I wouldn't
CeeDee
say
Lamb
Pickens.
number one, JSN
Yeah,
the number one,
yeah.
Jamar Chase number one,
Yeah,
JJ
those
the
guys are
number one.
better.
Like
We not
They're
arguing those
better,
guys ain't better than Drake.
better than
I'm
Drake.
saying
But what
those
happened to
guys,
Justin
Drake is a
Jefferson?
tier below them.
I wouldn't put
Hold on, I'm
Pickens.
gonna kill y'all whole argument.
The number
I'm gonna
one.
kill y'all whole argument. I'm gonna kill y'all whole argument because
Go
what
for
happened
it.
to Justin Jefferson this year?
He had no quarterback.
Where was he?
That's what happened to
Yeah,
him.
He took a
yeah.
step
He
He
was
had no
back.
Oh
quarterback.
wait, Drake London hasn't.
Drake.
Hold on, but Drake London. When did Drake London have a quarterback? Like his
Hold on,
first?
hold on, hold on, hold on,
Like
hold on,
what?
hold on, hold
What
on,
year is
hold
he
on.
in?
What we're not gonna do? We're not gonna put JJ on the same tier as even
Why not?
Desmond Ritter. Like no, Desmond Ritter is by far better than JJ. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. The only reason why JJ is still in the league because he was drafted in the first round. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the only
No, I'm
reason
talking.
why JJ is still in the league. Because if he was drafted in the second, third, fourth round, he would have they would have put him on the practice squad and then they would have cut him off the practice squad.
Dang.
If he was drafted anywhere lower than where he was drafted, that's the only like JJ got 4 years. Well, no, he even got 4 years no more. He got what? One more year? He got one more
Yeah,
year,
he
and
did.
nine
So
times out of
yeah, he
ten,
did
after that, JJ gonna be out of the league.
Yeah.
they should have kept Sam Darnold.
Yeah, but
They should
Drake
have kept
London
him.
has produced
They
every
messed
year
up on
this
that.
point, even without a quarterback. That's the point. Y'all
Michael Wilson
naming
better
all
than
these
Drake
guys that
London.
have
Nah.
consistent quarterback play. They got
I'm
starters. Y'all talking
I'm
about
not
Dak
negating
Prescott.
that.
You talk.
I'm not negating
I mean,
that at
Sam Darnold.
all.
I mean, he's shown that with elite wide receivers, he's gonna get that ball to him.
Mhm.
He was the guy throwing to Justin Jefferson.
Exactly. Justin Jefferson was looking in my mind. He looked better than he did with Kirk Cousins with Sam Darnold.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
And
It was a whole
where
lot
was
more
George Pickens when
efficient.
he was with the Steelers?
So Arthur Smith was
Oh,
calling the offense.
Where
yeah.
was George
Yeah,
Pickens
you're like
doing when he was with Steelers?
He wasn't doing nothing with them boys. I mean, he
He was
He
was,
had
but he
Arthur
no,
wasn't.
Smith.
no. We can't sit there and say he won't doing his thing out there. he won't put up the numbers that we thought that he was able to put up.
But
But then as soon as he
that's my
got with
point.
a
We saying they better
as
because
soon
of
as
the
he got with
numbers.
a quarterback, as soon as he got with a quarterback, a actual quarterback,
My
you
point.
saw what he did as the number 2.
Yeah.
So
That's my
imagine
point.
if
Yeah,
he
I
was a
know. I
number
just think
one
I
Same
know.
thing
and,
we
I
just
and the
think
passing game
I
ran
think
we just say the
CD.
same thing
I
about
think
Dak.
CD is better than what they had over there at the Steelers. So he had so the coverages you couldn't double either one of them. That's why I really think dude went up like he did because you
Hey,
couldn't double him.
do,
You
And
had
they was
CD
throwing the
over there on
ball
that
like
side.
58 times a game as
Hey,
well. So
yeah,
that's
And Ferguson,
and you got
and
to
then they had
remember too.
Ferguson catching all their
You
places.
got to remember too.
and y'all gotta
CD
remember.
ended up getting hurt. CD ended up getting hurt for like what four games.
yeah.
It was like 4 or 5 games.
Out of
Then
those
Pickens
guys,
went off.
out of the guys that y'all named too, y'all gotta remember Drake London has probably the most different play style. He's a physical possession style receiver.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why I would take him more. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody, ain't
I mean,
nobody, ain't nobody hoeing Drake London. Nobody's hoeing Drake London. Nobody.
No.
No, get no corner.
Drake
No
that
corner.
Drake
He's
that
He probably
6'5".
slow
I
as
think
fuck.
you want to quit.
He's
Drake
quick
make
though, and he's a great route runner. People sleep
no,
on
but
his
I'm
route
saying
running ability.
Drake
you
that
know
type of
what?
He
receiver that
beating
make you
folks with
want to
their
quit playing.
hands.
'Cause look, you do it, you can try to body Drake, you can try to outsmart Drake. But Drake, that guy to always come up with the play, man. I don't care what you do to him, whether you blanket
Gonna
him,
come up with that ball.
whether you double
Just
team
throw it
him.
up.
He that guy
Ain't
like,
no
man, what in the world
50-50. It's like 75-20, 25.
And
That's
here's
right.
another
Watch
thing
it.
too.
Watch it.
His character,
For
he has no character issues, right?
Yeah.
For him being a top wide receiver, they need to put some respect on the name. No
Yeah.
character issues, but he's a dog. Drake
Yeah.
London will punch you in your mouth.
All the
Literally.
No
energy in the world.
complaining.
He's
Anytime,
sweet.
when y'all notice, anytime someone went down, who was there first? Drake
Yeah.
London.
Yeah.
So when it went down with Pitts, who was there? Drake
He
London.
don't play.
Like Drake London. Jefferson don't
I
do that.
remember that
Jefferson,
John
you get the
game.
fire. You see Jefferson on the sideline.
Look,
Yeah.
Drake
And that's how
got
you
my
knew something.
respect whenever Drake cussed old boy out at the last game of the season last year.
Yeah, see
Or that coach.
say that.
Yeah.
That's how you knew something was wrong in the locker. That's how you knew
Yeah.
something was wrong with the coaching. When you saw Drake crash out on the field, you
Exactly.
knew something was
Mhm.
wrong. Drake could be on the field. He have all the attitude you want in the world. But
But
when
he
he
ain't gonna
come
say
on the
nothing.
field, off that field, man, he do his thing. He go over there, he pace the sideline, or he's sitting down. But when he crashed out on Zach Robinson, oh, you knew there was a problem.
And this is after he scored.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
For a
it's-
touchdown.
So if you could, so if you gotta be mad to crash out after you just scored. You gotta be pissed off. So yeah.
Yeah.
I seen a
seen
game
that.
and he blocks. He
And he
blocks.
blocks.
I
Yes,
seen
he
a game
does.
last year with George Pickens. George Pickens wasn't getting the ball. The game that I told y'all he was not playing well, I think it was against the Lions on primetime TV, pouting
yeah, he quit on.
on the sideline.
Yeah, he quit on.
Pouting.
And
Yeah,
to know
Drake does
he
it
quit
all,
on.
man. Blocks, he catches. He's the guy.
Drake,
You're
Drake
gonna
is
need
Drake,
that with
Drake,
Zachariah Branch at the end of the
Drake
day.
is a top 10 wide receiver. Point blank period. Like
Yeah.
there's no
Mhm.
negating that. He's definitely a top 10 wide receiver.
Yeah, so like I was saying,
Yeah.
it's like at the end of the day with Zachariah Branch, you're gonna need a blocker. You're gonna need those blocking wide receivers, those willing blockers,
Yep.
because I mean,
Yeah.
He ain't gonna pout about it.
yeah, exactly. And Stefanski said he was like, yeah, I mean, we're gonna try to get Zach the ball in space. I mean, so that sounds like you don't see tonal screens, bubble screens, any kind of screen that they could run the same way they were doing in Georgia. You're gonna be getting a whole lot of catches behind the
Reverses
line.
too.
That's
Reverses.
being a hater.
Yeah.
Because
But
Great
low, that's what we needed though, low. Low, that's what we needed. We needed that speed element.
Yeah.
I think that's what we was missing, the speed. We had the big
Mhm.
guys, we had the big bodies. We just needed some speed. So if
Yeah.
Jahan, I just need
But we
Jahan,
also
just give
need a
me,
wide
give me
receiver one,
some.
like you said.
That's gonna
We
be
also
If
do need a
Jahan,
wide receiver two.
We just need some
If we need
serviceable.
one.
We just need some serviceable play from a wide receiver too. Like I don't think we necessarily need because we got Bijan. It's only one
if,
football. It's only one football. We
if,
got
True.
Pitts to feed, Drake. Then you got Brian Robinson. He got to get a few carries. So we just I
They
don't know.
can't
I
cheat us
don't
on
think we.
defense, man.
They can't cheat us.
They
Yeah,
can't cheat us no more.
they
We
can't.
got too many weapons on the field at the same time.
And we got a
Exactly.
coach that know how to call plays.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
number one.
if
And use Pitts, please get Pitts the ball, please.
That's
Early and
I know
often,
we be getting on Pitts. Get that man the ball, man. There's
Yeah.
no
the
reason
right
for him
way.
not to be a top 5, top 10 tight end.
He got it in him. It's just if you make him a focal point and stop trying to make him the third, fourth, just make him the guy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Throwing the
Drake
ball
gonna
in
get
the
his
red zone.
regardless. Just
Exactly.
red zone target. Julio, we had Julio for all the years. They never used him like they were supposed to in the red zone. Julio
Yeah.
should have had like 100 TDs,
Yeah.
150 TDs,
We
man.
gotta stop wasting this talent, man. We
They
gotta stop
kill
doing
me.
that. Yeah.
They got to stop it.
That's it, man.
I put it to you like this: if Dawson can be year one of Darnell Mooney, if
Mhm.
Dawson can give us that unlocks the entire rest of the offense.
Yeah.
I mean, completely
Was the
unlocks it
kids.
because
Well, we need that Dotson that was
well,
in Washington. We need that Dotson back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. In all actuality, all you really need is the Dawson they had in Philly because all he was doing was stretching the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was stretching the
Yeah.
field for him.
And
We
he was
definitely need field
Everybody,
he
stretching.
was buried.
AJ Brown was running his routes and Devontae was running his routes, but Dawson was the one that was setting up the field.
But that's
See what I'm
because
saying?
he was the wide receiver 3. But here he's wide
Exactly.
receiver 2. He gonna have more
Exactly.
responsibility. He gonna have to do more than just stretch the field. Because if Drake is not in the game, and he is that number 1 receiver. So
Yeah.
he's gonna be actually do a whole lot more than just
Drake gonna be seeing
But
those teams.
yeah.
it's not like Dawson can't do it. Because you gotta remember, Dawson was drafted to take over number 1 wide receiver for Washington.
Yeah. We've seen him do
He
it.
was drafted to take over for Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
I just think he needed opportunity. Maybe he needed opportunity. Maybe we be that team to give him that.
He got it now.
Oh, somebody
Yeah,
alarm
he got
going
it.
off.
Hey,
My car getting broke in.
that's their horn. They know that's the horn to go off when the chopper getting back. The chopper just came back, bro. They telling everybody to get back.
Oh, okay. I got you. See,
So
I used to know helicopters around here at Cowboys. See,
You know you used to that.
I feel like we got the best safety tandem in the league, though. Try to think about that with Watts and Bates. That might be the best in the league.
For everybody on the panel though about that safety position. What about Jesse Bates? Y'all think he's gonna still be here, or is he gonna become a business decision?
talk about
It depends on what we do this year. I think it depends on what we do this year.
You talking about before the season
I
started?
thought we could
Cowboy,
have
or-
traded him this year.
Yeah, before the season start.
Oh,
Before
nah,
the season
yeah.
start. Or
I
after.
think he'll still
Or
be
after.
here. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he'll still
or
gonna be
after.
here. Now afterwards, that's different. But I think this year, yeah, he's still gonna
Yeah,
be
he
here.
locked in this year. I think what we do this year is going to based on if he can return.
Yeah.
Because he want
Well,
to win the championship at
he
the end
only
of the
30.
day.
He definitely gonna have to stay. he definitely have to stay this year, especially since if Billy Bowman. Because Billy Bowman kind of like play a dual role back there too.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on now, Cowboy. Don't forget about Helms.
Yeah,
I heard Helms out there.
Man, Helm's always out there before the season start.
And
Always
then get hurt.
exactly.
Then Sidney Brown still back there too. So
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Sidney
Oh, we
Brown.
forgot about Denard.
yeah, he's still out
Forgot
there.
about him. Yeah, they brought him in. They said he could. That might be the guy that could play the other side as well, Doug. So I mean,
Okay.
you got a lot of options, man. Got a lot of options.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who
What
our
y'all
peers,
think about
though?
the interior D line?
Says, he was asking whether or not Tua was going to unlock Drake. Tua is not going to just unlock Drake. He's going to unlock this offense. It's not going to be just Drake. I think because one of the things people are overlooking too that even though he had a bad season last year, and he knows he had a bad season, he was still the best quarterback against the NFC last year. His PFF grade was higher than anybody against the NFC, and that's really what counts. For us, yeah, it'd be good to beat the AFC teams, but to get into the playoffs, get into the Super Bowl level, we gotta be successful in the NFC. Period. And Tua was the best last year, even though he had a bad season by his standards, and by everybody's standards. He did have a bad year, but he was still the best.
Well, he's like a 4-time All-Pro.
Who that?
He lit us up. He lit us up for how much?
Yeah,
When they came to him, he lit us up.
with one
I
eye.
was at the game.
Yeah, with one eye.
Yeah.
He done lit us up every time he done played us. Every time two in the play the
No.
what?
Not
I
season
think
one.
we only
Matt
got
Ryan.
like one. I think we only got one win against Tua.
Yeah, that Matt Ryan one. Kyle
Yeah,
Pitts
yeah,
rookie
but we
year.
trash.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
We
that.
Yeah.
y'all like we good.
Yeah.
But what about Pierce though? What y'all thinking on that Pierce, man? Y'all think he'll be back?
Pierce
He
just got
will
Training
be back
He'll
camp?
at
be
the end
back,
of
but he
October.
probably gonna face suspension.
he just
No,
got to get
he'll
the
be
knee
back
checked.
at like the end of October.
Yeah.
Like
He
he's
just got to
gonna
get
get
back
like a
to the knee.
6 game suspension.
Yeah.
I think 4. I think because all the charges
No,
that got dropped and the
it doesn't
situation with
matter.
her, I think
It
4.
They
doesn't
not
matter.
dropped yet. They
Go
not
go
dropped
look
yet.
at Von Miller.
He gotta pass the course.
Hey,
So
I
is
don't
Von
the
know,
Miller.
man.
Von,
NFL gonna give him a
Look, I don't know. I
suspension
think
while he's
NFL
doing
going.
the program or after the
Yeah.
program?
I think they might do that after. I think they might wait till
So,
next year to
so
get
if
that.
they do it after, then
I
that
don't
no
means
know.
sir.
that
No,
it'll be
he gonna
next
get a
off season
suspension this
because
year.
they extended to the 1 year.
They're not
Yeah.
gonna do that.
He gonna
He's
be
gonna get a
suspended this year.
suspension this year.
He gonna be
Like
suspended this
that's
year.
gonna happen. He's not gonna
Yeah.
be there at the beginning of the season.
Nah. Nah.
Now
But
somebody
he
saying
get his head paid though.
usually when they hand down the suspension is in August. So that's when he's gonna get suspended. He's gonna get
Mhm.
suspended in August. So it'll
Yeah.
start at the beginning of the season. Now somebody saying it's gonna be a 6 game suspension
No, I
because
don't think
of
it's gonna be that
the
long. I think it might
I
be
no,
think
like
it,
I think it might be
four.
huh?
three or four games.
Look,
3 or 4.
look at Von Miller. Look at Von Miller. Von Miller had the allegation of a domestic violence charge.
Yeah.
He never even got brought up on charges. Still got suspended for 6 games.
But see,
Yeah.
but the difference is that James Pierce didn't get it wasn't an allegation of domestic violence. It was an allegation of stalking. Like you see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
the Falcons are they're doing their job on their side. It's like they're trying to set up a whole mental health case.
Yeah.
And the last thing that the NFL would need would be to suspend him for 6 games or half of the season if he's dealing with mental health issues, which is
Yeah.
the complete opposite of what they would be trying to accomplish when they know that this whole CT thing is coming downhill, in the next 5-10 years anyway. You see
Yeah.
what I'm
I hope
saying?
you the lawyer, man. We need you to
Well,
represent
here's my idea.
No, he got some good lawyers though. He got some
Yeah.
good, bro. When he went to jail, Arthur Blank sent
Nah,
the
I'm
dream team
I'm
down there to
playing with
get
it.
him up out of there.
Yeah, he got good lawyers. This is what I did.
Oh, of course.
I went back and looked at the other players that kind of had like the same offenses as Penix, right? I mean,
As
as
Pierce.
Pierce. And the one that came close to him was Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott had domestic violence allegations, but the thing is about Ezekiel, his charges were never he was never charged, right? By the local
He
thing.
wasn't. He wasn't.
All he
I
had to do was
remember
do
that.
the anger management thing, but he was suspended for 6 games. And then you had Alvin
That's
Kamara
true.
That's
for his
what
thing.
I'm saying.
Which was his
Keep going.
But see,
domestic
but those are
violence.
domestic charges.
Yeah,
So those
yeah,
are domestic violence charges.
yeah,
Like James Pierce never got a domestic violence charge.
yeah.
And
He
What's
got
gonna help?
reckless endangerment. He got that. I think.
Yeah, what's gonna help
Hey,
Pierce
Lo,
is this is
how
his
like
I
the
thought
first
he had
one.
4
Brandon
charges.
Deshaun comment?
what'd you say?
How
Okay,
like, like the
I'm pretty sure he got 4 charges, ain't it? Because the course
Deshaun
that he's
comment?
taking, isn't it? Oh, my bad. Sorry.
But it's all dropped though.
Or you said like Ray
No,
Rice?
It's not
yeah,
The
I remember
other
she.
one where he say, no, the
Oh, okay. He says
NFL
nah.
can.
He said NFL can't impose a punishment until the case is disposed.
That's
The
what I was
case is
saying.
not
That's
disposed
no
until
sir.
the end of the
next
pretrial
season.
conversion.
right.
No
So he
sir.
will get suspended next season.
Yeah, because
No
the
They did
sir.
that
charges
with
not dropped yet.
Rice. Rasheed Rice didn't get suspended to it.
That is true. They waited till
They
the legal process
they
was
waited.
over.
But Ray Rice didn't settle either. Ray
You
Rice
talking
was
Rasheed
fighting
Rice?
his. Yeah,
No,
I
Rasheed
mean, not
in
Ray Rice.
Kansas City.
Rasheed
Ray
Rice. My
Rice.
bad. Rasheed Rice. Not Ray Rice.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Ray
You gotta
Rice.
look
That
at
was complete. Ray Rice was in
I mean,
there.
but that was different too, though. That was a different
Yeah,
situation what he
Ray.
did
Yeah,
with the
they
car.
were video of Ray.
A-Race was no joke.
Yeah, he couldn't fight here whatsoever.
Oh yeah, Ray was
Yeah.
over. It was over for Ray.
But this is the thing that
Okay.
thought that came into my mind too with Pierce, because it's the Atlanta Falcons, right? We're not getting no respect throughout the league, and Arthur Blank is going to have to come to the big boy table, and he's going to have to bring
Gonna have
that big silver briefcase full of money. So he's going to have to buy his way out of it. And I think in order, like Lo said, 3 to 4 games, man, I can see that, but I can see because it's the Atlanta Falcons,
Yeah.
and then on top of that, what's the name? Josh Jacobs just got in trouble. So now they're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, he did too.
Yeah, we gotta start facing this some kind of way
Damn.
because we can't keep turning the head to it and saying well, we're gonna let the court take care of it because people gonna start fighting
And,
domestic
and
violence stuff.
the victim.
But hopefully,
Somebody got to be able to
Remember
set
who
an
the victim
example.
is.
yeah, hopefully Pearson can like slide under there before he's Adam Silver to say, okay, we got to start doing something, you know, because Josh Jacobs in trouble. He it ain't the same as Penix. That boy
choke
there
a
in
girl
trouble.
out. Like,
Yeah,
come on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be choking people out, bro.
You a football player?
You a
You
football?
guys-
Come
Oh, wait.
on, man. You can't be choking girls out. Come on, now.
man, I tell you what, man.
I mean,
look,
but it's two totally different situations. Like
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs, he choking people out. James
Yeah.
Pierce, he's and just like Rodman
crashing
says,
out.
wouldn't a mental health diagnosis classify him as protected class as far as discrimination? And that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
James Pierce was obviously having a mental episode. The
Yeah.
Falcons have been referring to it, talking about how mental health is important.
Yeah.
Because y'all don't realize how close they came to, how close they came to losing a whole bunch of money with the whole Calvin Ridley situation.
Yeah.
I ain't even finna go into that. But Arthur Smith almost got Arthur Blank sued for millions in that whole situation. But look, I really feel like they're trying to set it up to say, hey, it was a mental episode.
Yeah.
She never said that he hit her in the police report.
Yeah.
And he's a bad driver, obviously, because he hit a police officer and didn't listen to the police.
Yeah.
And that's a mental episode that you're talking about.
That's
Yeah,
a
but
mental episode.
that charge is dropped.
Hey,
And
the
that charge
officer
was
been
dropped.
dropped that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see, Josh
Now,
Jacobs
his
scenario
attorney-
is
Money
different
talk.
because
Y'all know that money talk. It talk.
Exactly.
It talk.
Josh Jacobs never been brought up on
Come to the
charges.
table.
He got arrested, but he was never brought up on charges. He's not formally charged yet.
Who that?
Josh Jacobs.
Oh yeah, he had me. He added
Yeah,
it in
he's
the
still under
denial.
he's not
investigation.
formally
He said
charged.
it
Nah,
had-
you can wear it, Granny. He gonna play. He gonna play.
Yeah, like Josh should be all right, but Pierce gonna get suspended in August. Like you can bet
I
your
don't
bottom
think so.
dollar on that.
I don't
There
think
ain't
so.
no getting around that. See,
I don't think so.
and then you gotta look at it.
Pierce gotta
Like
do.
he doesn't have a formal domestic violence charge, but he has the aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, but he rammed his car into her car, which still falls under domestic violence. All that
And I
still
think
falls under domestic violence. Now the aggravated assault against the police officer that got dropped,
Mhm.
but the aggravated assault with
Right.
the deadly weapon against Rakia, as in running his car into
Yeah.
her car, that's still
Mhm.
sanctioned. That's
that's why
still
he's taking
domestic
that
violence
course.
right there. And then
That's the whole point of the course to get the
then you have
DV
the
charges
statement.
dropped.
Then you have the statement of when they had the whole Uber situation, and she said that he put his hand on her then.
Mhm.
Now because she floated that out there, it's another incident. It doesn't like all right with Von Miller. Von Miller never got charged for domestic violence. It was the allegation of it. And that would cook him. That's how he ended up getting suspended. It's the same thing with Pierce. Now Pierce does have the chance and opportunity to get the charges dropped off his record.
Right.
But
Well, you know how they're gonna
But
do
you-
it, right?
but-
This is first
But
offense.
remember this too. Right. But also remember the NFL investigates themselves. It's not just the police officer. So even though it may have been an allegation, the NFL could have actually got some information, like real documents and video of Von Miller, you know what I'm saying? But it was
Yeah.
just swept under the rug and they handled it
They didn't say
internally. You
nothing.
see what I'm saying?
And another thing, Rakia, she said she dropping that
It's a
restraining order.
Yeah.
So it's
We
like
know why
they look.
Oh yeah, we know why, Cowboy. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know why.
They getting back together. We already know that. They gonna get back
Man.
together. It's gonna be a happily
They
ever
better
after.
get back
I hope not.
Listen to
They
me
better
now.
get
They
together.
ain't gonna get back together.
Focus
Hey,
on the
it better
game,
be
brother.
2 years down the road. If they do get back together, it better be 2 years down the road, not next year.
I don't care as long as you get to the quarterback. You can date whoever the hell you want to date. Get to their quarterback, sack them. I don't give a damn what you do outside of football.
If within 6 months, if he shows any kind of progress of going through a program, getting anger management, it's another pre-intervention program that he had to sign up to. It's like 2 programs. Then he got to write a letter of an apology to the police department, Dorical Police Department. He got to write a letter of apology. And then he got to deal with the NFL. Now, if this fast track happens for Pierce, the NFL could very well do the same thing, and limit his time off the field, like Lo said, 3 to 4 games, which is probably the bare minimum he could get. So they might do the fast track thing too. But like I said, man, this is not like it's the Dallas Cowboys. We are the Atlanta Falcons, and they're not respecting us for no reason whatsoever. So they may hammer us harder than they hammered Greg Hardy like back in the day. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's I'm just glad that he got it fast tracked, right? Because the quicker he's able to get back, the better. Not condoning what he did, but at the same time, the one player you don't want spending a lot of time off the field is your edge rusher.
James Pierce.
Right? Yeah. So,
James Pierce.
Yeah.
He was coming on. He was coming on at the end of last year. He was coming on.
He didn't have sacks. He was on. he was right where we needed him to be.
Exactly.
But, yeah. So, but the thing is, him and Jalen Walker complements each other so much. That he's that one guy that we would definitely need to get back as soon as possible. We got to get him back because Jalen Walker, this could be his year. To be honest with you, this could be
his coming out party.
Yeah, he could be. He going back to his original spot. Because we got guys to go play on the other side. He going back to his original spot, which he can do more out of that. Like the way Georgia was using him, and I think he was more comfortable doing that.
Look, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah. Well, look, man, I definitely appreciate y'all coming on till the night with me tonight, man. We definitely have a great time every time we get on here and chop it up, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate you too, Lo. Appreciate you.
For sure, Bo. For sure, you already know it. BR, do you have anything that you want to say before we shut it down, Bo?
Rise up.
Look,
I
love it. I love it. Winston, you got anything you want to tell the folks before we head on out?
My bad, I was stuffing my face.
Nah, you good, man. You are good.
Appreciate you for having me on here, man. Yeah, shout out to these fellas, man. Great content creator, man. If y'all not subscribed to them, subscribe to them. Run up the lights, run up the comment, get them further into the algorithm, man. You can catch me and my co-host John on the eye test. We moving to Saturday nights. Well, we doing shows on Wednesdays and Saturday. Start out with Falcon Talk. Ain't no telling where the conversation gonna go, but you're gonna enjoy the ride along the way, man. Appreciate y'all for let me be on here and kick it with y'all this good old Friday night.
Oh yeah, man. You already know it.
Oh yeah.
You already know it. Cowboy, you want to let everybody know they can find you, my friend?
Man, of course. And as always, brother, glad to be on your stage, man. I feel humbled. I appreciate that helicopter ride home. I that long. It's a long walk. It's a long walk. So I'm glad you knew where I was, man. You sent the helicopter for me, man. So look, guys, it's always a pleasure, man. I want to thank everybody who reached out for the well wishes on my birthday on yesterday, man. It was greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for making the live what it was today. I wasn't planning on doing it, but I had to do it because this weekend the family got me. So I appreciate it once again. Sharing the stage with you guys, man. All the love, man. I appreciate it. But reach out to me, Atlanta Falcons Fandemic on YouTube, Atlanta Falcons Fandemic on Instagram, Facebook, Spotify. Man, just find a platform and find me. Twitch reached out to me. I got to start my thing on Twitch now. So I don't know, man. Twitch is gonna be something different. I'm not a gamer. But
yeah, you don't got to do games on there, man. You just stream just like you are now.
Yeah. But I appreciate all the love, man. That you guys extend to me, man. Like I said, man. Stay loud, stay loyal, stay Fandemic, man. It's time.
You already know it, man. You already know it. Doug, thank you so much, my brother, for coming on and chopping it up with me tonight, man. You got anything you want to tell the folks before we head out?
Like I said, appreciate you, man. Hey, you just don't understand, Lo, but rise up, man, and consistency.
Yeah.
We're looking for it.
Look here, man. You already know what time it is, Bo. You already know.
Yeah. Appreciate it, Brandon. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. The Cowboy celebrating his 25th, man. What's little Cowboy?
Happy belated. tied first.
And Georgia, Texas boy, he said his phone died. So I I'll let y'all make sure y'all check out my homeboy Georgia, Texas boy.
For sure.
Georgia, Texas boy speaks, and he's not able to say it, so I'll say it for him. The new era is here, Falcons fans.
There we go.
Yes, yes, sir.
Sure.
Absolutely.
So Georgia, Texas boy, I hope I did it justice, Bo. And look, man, look, for everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just old country boy, former football coach that love to sit around and talk about sports, man. Fellas, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming on and chopping it up with us tonight, man. Y'all, y'all make old country boy feel good chopping it up with y'all as we get ready for the season that's coming up, man. I need y'all to stay safe. Please don't do anything that I would do. What in the world, Bo?
Peace.